handling me and my like extremely just random thought of like I'm gonna make a new combat system today. You know, just casually making.
I mean, honestly, I kind of had no choice. You paid me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you paid me. I by default had no
Don't put
choice.
this on. Don't put this on Saber. You did this, Serta. No one
Yeah,
else
we're
did.
live. Sort of.
Also, we
The
are
We are
notification went. Okay,
live.
we're good.
Okay. I was adding one item to my thing, but
Not bad at all.
The rhyme jar just sounds cursed as hell. What the hell is this?
It's recap time.
Real quick, Zeta, you are really faint for me. Is he faint for anyone else?
Maybe we should have the mic away from my mouth.
Okay,
Is that
yeah,
now
that's
better?
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Recap time.
Oh,
So.
I said recap time. Maybe someone, maybe Nilo or Saber.
Nilo or Saber, got it. Okay, fuck off. Okay.
I
Recap. Everyone got interviewed and they got lucky that they're even here. Only because that the other options, Nilo just didn't want to deal with it all. He found out everyone's favorite colors are either red or purple, and that's it. There is no other colors. Everyone has no creativity.
what are you talking about?
Are the other colors?
They had a really good dinner. Nilo got drunk because, of course, he did. Turned into cat and then was sent to bed. And that was literally the entire session. Tell me it wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
Pretty much.
It was character introductions.
It
yeah.
was character introduction, but
character.
like,
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think I summed that out in the best
Yeah.
way I could.
You also forgot the part about like what was the name of that demon? That, Yeah.
I don't remember, but also any time that Miguel was on screen, it was great to find out that his kids knew a old man that he didn't know of.
What are you talking about?
Just goes to show. Just goes to show that Neo is the best fighter.
yep.
True.
To confirm.
Clover.
Confirmed.
That sounds about right. That sounds like Neil.
I don't know why that clover is attached to you.
I mean, it's indicative of actual clover, so.
Yeah.
It's from 95, 75.
And
You see?
would anyone like to additionally describe their characters that they didn't get to the first time?
Big scar on his cheek. That's the only prominent thing that you guys need to worry about, honestly.
A bunch of weird markings in the form of tattoos.
Gaz looks constantly tired.
Yeah, my guy.
You know what, Gaz? You need this more than I do. Where are you?
He's just
Underneath the cat.
Move, cat.
It's asleep. It's like
He's
the cat.
not
Picking up this cat.
You just hear him breathe.
You do. Would you like to roll athletics? There you go. You do. You pick up the cat.
What are you doing?
Picking you up.
Picking you up, putting you on the side.
Now Gorg gets to sit on Gas.
Oh no.
No, no.
no, no, no. What is this?
You get to have that. I'll just
Watch
get
out.
that one.
You have a
That's what I'm
Awesome.
saying.
line vest.
Where am I
I-
going?
You get to sleep literally anywhere comfortably. Get off of me.
No. No, you picked me up. I'm on your bed now. You cannot stop this.
Yes, yes.
They
Yeah,
would follow
you
the
just-
closest thing.
You just gave Gaz a really warm burrito blanket.
Aw.
Yeah.
He just rolls in it. Thank you. Thank you. Smash will rest now. Immediately passes out.
And meanwhile, everyone else is in their beds. It is a slowly falling nightfall as the essentially the night itself begins to progress. It has been a busy day of very much searching for the right people. Somehow you found the right people.
The
I'm
only
pretty
people.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the demon that you're referring to
That's Charcoal
was
Mule.
very
was like
aptly named.
Charlemagne.
It was
Bartholomew.
a
Bartholomew.
lot.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, Bartholomew, yeah.
Yeah, it was Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
I'd rather
is,
just call him Char.
He is a Char.
Char Char.
He is a Char demon.
Yar.
And that means
Oh,
it
wait,
is
no.
it is
Shredding
slowly
the time.
progressing the night. Some people more anxious to sleep than others, but for the most part, everyone realizing that they are within a safe company of everyone else. Tyr specifically decides to take this bed most furthest away from everyone else.
Yeah.
Catherine is passed
Keep an eye.
out.
Sleep with one eye open.
She
Roll me,
hit that bed so hard, and she is not getting up.
Catherine and Adam, both give me an Arcana check.
Can I force deny this shit? I'm just kidding.
You're arcading.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have to
got
do
you.
anything with the information. It'll just be essentially a perception check, but with Arcane. Nope.
Nah,
You did the
That's
best.
fair. That's fair. She
Yeah.
don't want to get up.
Adam, you would recognize that there is this room itself is enchanted with some kind of magic of a pretty high level. You're not sure what is going on in the room, as there's nothing that's sticking out like a sore thumb. There isn't like anything particularly like standing up, but you know that it's almost as if the room itself is under the effect of a constant spell, but you don't see any spell effects like happening in the room. So you're unsure of what exactly is in the room, but something has enchanted this room.
He's
There
gonna
could be
wait
something-
until
Go ahead.
he thinks everyone's asleep, like give it a good hour or two before he finally sits up. And I'm gonna imagine that's when his stirring wakes up Clover, who kind of gives him a curious, who kind of can't see in the darkness. And there's a high level spell, but I don't know what it is. He's gonna I can't. That was my arcane sense that you did, right?
Yep. You recognize that there is magic in this room of high level. You'd imagine, just if I'm pure guessing, you know that this is the king's chamber. Also, Xeno's in here. I forgot to add Xeno. There you go. Xeno's next to Tyr.
Zeno's not even sharing a bed with Nilo. Oh.
I mean, Nilo kind of fell asleep before Xeno.
Fair enough.
She'll walk in
You
like
could
a
see just Magala pick up Nilo and drop it on Xenon.
You can do that.
like
that's it.
hamburger.
rope, like, hardcore.
Okay. So once he sees that happen, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait a little bit longer until no one's stirring or anything. And that's when he's gonna sit up. Clover's gonna be woken up by his stirring, kind of confused. And he's just gonna say, "Fuck it." And
He's
gonna
just
start-
say. Wait, does he say that in character?
like under his breath, he's gonna be like cursing himself.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Do I really have to do that? I don't want to do that.
It'll get used to other people. Wait till other people start doing it, then you'll get a little bit more comfortable.
I want to do it.
Oh, I don't like it, to be honest. I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Buckets.
It's more useful for me as a DM because there'll be a lot of other people, obviously.
I guess. But he's gonna start going for the door, and Clover's gonna start flooding onto his shoulder and say, "What do you think you're doing?" And I'm gonna say, "Listen, I've been well behaved. I think I deserve to indulge a little bit." And then he's gonna open the door. Anyone?
The door unlocks from the inside.
So he's gonna unlock the door and open it, and sneak on out with Clover on his shoulder. Close the door behind him. Why is there two Clovers on here? That's weird. Okay. And I'm just imagining as he's like making his way down the hallway and trying to find an exit. I imagine he probably remembers the way that
You would
they
just go
came.
south, yeah. You would just
Yeah.
simply go south. Give me
Can I
a
roll a
Percep-
perception
20
check?
gas.
Can I roll
Just
perception? check with this?
just a flat d20.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I roll perception as well because they're within just tremor sense?
Lower is better in this.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else, they are sleeping. You can go ahead and give a perception check.
Oh, I already
Be at
know.
a negative penalty.
I already know.
Me?
Everyone else can give a perception check if you like, though it will be at a heavy penalty because you are literally
It's-
sleeping.
It's -4.
I sweep.
I would like to point out the one thing about automaton. I am quite
Oh, yeah.
well aware.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 hours. You're awake.
No,
Wait,
it's
I
not,
was actually
even during
as
the 2
well.
hours that I'm out, I am still aware. I just can't do anything really. It's like
You do
Windows
not
booting
notice
up.
Tio at all.
Yeah.
So no one's noticed
Um,
except Megala, obviously.
you close the door, and it takes you about 30 seconds. You're able to basically get out, and about 30 seconds later, the Gaz, you are now triggered after
I'm triggered.
realizing the almost like the pin sensations. You kind of ignored them a little bit at first, as no one has tripped this alarm in basically so long that you almost don't even recognize what the sensation is, and it takes you about 30 seconds to fully realize from sleep all the way to consciousness to realize what's going on.
You see him like spring up, and then looks around the room and sees nothing at first.
And Catherine, give me a Arcana check as well.
You got it, bud.
This is an Arcana perception check.
Magic perception.
Not great.
You
an
would
8
not
on
in
the
this
die.
case.
What was
You
that?
would not notice.
No. Plus probably like a -2 because she's
Yeah.
very sleepy and actually
This
just
was-
doesn't care.
This was you sensing to see that the magic went off. The magic is very subtle and supposed to be targeted as Gaz, but since it is such a higher level
I see
spell,
it. Yeah.
only Gaz would actually sense this. Tia, you can give me an Arcana check if you'd like.
Can I do religion? Is that my
No, it's
spellcasting
Arcana
stat?
based. It is Arcana.
I
know your
religion
Arcana
is how
score.
I cast spells, but okay.
The
And
answer is
you are recognizing an Arcana spell. That's why I'm saying that you are recognizing an Arcana spell.
I mean, I can. I have a +1, but I can.
You don't notice the arcane spell go off.
I don't know shit about arcane, apparently.
Let me see if
I have detect
Nope.
magic.
Xeno does not see as well.
Not good at recognition of spells.
Gaz, so far you would be, I guess, out of this situation, you'd be the only one to actually notice that someone is missing.
so so he sits up, looks around, panics because you know he keeps saying those alarms because Nilo asked him to. He asked him, but they never trigger. Looks up, looks around, doesn't notice anything broken, doesn't notice anyone missing at first. He's gonna grab his book from underneath his pillow and start like going straight, shaking on Nilo. Okay, they're so low. Xeno's fine. Tyr's still here. Continues down. Catherine's here. Gora's here. Gora's awake, right? Technically,
You-
like you're.
You just see like the empty pits just like look at you. You know for sure that it just like that it's just like oh it feels like something's watching me whenever
Yep.
you're just looking at Gory, but there's nothing going on right there right now.
Okay. Looks at Gore. Of course. The jump. Okay.
You would feel
What
a
is this man?
magical tug pull at you at the direction that it's at. It is kind of like almost being slightly nauseated, but it's like almost like directional. Like you sense something in that direction, and almost like an uneasy feeling, as if something is there and triggered, but you kind of know which direction. You kind of feel that almost that it's an uneasy sensation lost in certain directions as Adam is making their way throughout the city.
Tim sighs like
Making their way through
kind of.
this.
So he's gonna
Wait.
go up to Gat. He's gonna go up to Gore. He's gonna wait. Watch them while I go find where Adam went. He's gonna quietly open and close the door behind them, and then he's gonna.
You get hugged by the fire slime, who sees you on the way out and notices you as father.
Oh, almost. He's gonna give it some head pats. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I gotta go find where the drunk went.
You take one
He's
fire
gonna-
damage.
I'll take 1 fire damage, worth it. He's gonna pull out his lantern, and when he pulls out a lantern, he just sees like a golden trail, just going towards where Adam's location is, and starts following it.
And this is a case of, yeah. Tell you definitely realize that someone has just watched over you while you were asleep, and is now beginning to steadily leave the room.
I know, yeah, someone's, like, yeah, standing over me.
You know, you kind of get that sensation that you're being watched, and such a heavy sensation that it kind of wakes you up a little bit. But by the time you wake up, Gaz is just leaving the room.
They're already gone. Okay.
You hear the audible click of the door.
I'm gonna just sort of, get up, sort of step out of bed, take a quick look. Gaz is gone, but Gaz is gone. Fucking, they're gone. But everyone else seems to still be here.
You were hired specifically to protect Nilo, and Nilo seems to be completely unharmed at the moment.
I'm gonna sprint after.
It's
Just like Magala's eyes, I swear to God, if another one of you walks out.
Open. If I peek out, do I see Gaz leaving?
You, considering the time it took for him to pet the fire slime, I would say you would kind of see like a very faint cobalt tail just slip out the door at the last second.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek on in. And
Catherine has only rolled below a 27 this entire time for their perception checks. Like, you tweak
peek
the
on
fire.
in, give a once over. I'm like, Gore can handle anything that would come.
I
in the
swear
room,
to
you know?
God. It's like,
Peek out,
you
close the
motherfucker.
door after me.
No.
And I'm gonna try to like shadow Gaz. Actually, you know what? Even better. I'm going to I have this. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
I wake up to Tyr leaving, look look at Gore, and just go back to bed.
You were assigned to protect Nilo, and Nilo is still in that room.
Oh, I didn't even notice Nilo was still in the room. I went back to bed.
Meanwhile, as I will say, would anyone know about Gaz's tremor sense?
only Nilo. I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. I mean,
Yeah.
do you want me to give you a history check on like what Catherine would know?
I mean, I don't think
One
Gaz
more.
told anyone.
Well, how do
so-
you
Gaz-
get tremor sense again? Remind me how again you
Uh,
got tremor sense.
Ancestry feats from BSN.
Maybe.
So that'd be a society check.
You
I have a
also
plus
have to figure,
17.
you have to also figure out what animal Gaz is based on.
Give me a society check.
Fuck is he? Let me. I'm gonna do that as well.
Tio, you
'Cause
would
I,
not
like-
know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like, I specifically have like done research on Gaz.
Yes, you would know.
I would
I would've
know,
done
but I don't
light research.
reveal any of that info because I know that's just his info.
So I will.
I
will
assume
just-
everyone else
yeah.
knows what I know.
I will only put on this map only for the pure sake of also showing everyone on stream the map as well.
Can't see anything.
You'll see
Teleport
stuff
to
in
the
a
shadow
second.
realm. Where am
I
I?
gotta actually add people's tokens. Boop, boop.
Invincible.
And who am I missing?
Oh, I have
God,
2.
Mike.
Oh, whoops, I did actually did you twice. There we go. There we go. So, Adam, you would be essentially heading down to the Market Street,
Mm-hmm.
and Gaz, Adam would be a very, like, a decent head start, like a minute and a half head start. Though, I will say Adam would be going a lot slower versus Gaz, who was obviously trying to catch up to their target. And
Yeah,
then Tyr,
small
you would
bubble
basically be
legs.
kind of behind him.
And I'm behind Gas. Watching him as his like little legs.
This is scary.
This is like a
he does a little wizard scuttle.
it's like a little Scooby Doo episode. Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely like wheel feet.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just gonna post this. This is what it
After a
feels like.
while, guys, of following, you would realize that the trail takes you directly to the brothel.
Question. Would I know that Tyr's behind me because of tremor sense?
It depends
don't-
if they've
I don't-
only if
How
they've moved within
far-
exactly 30 feet of you. It's only 30 feet.
30 feet,
I-
he would not be shadowing that close.
Not
Yeah.
that
Even
close.
with
Okay.
invisibility, he wouldn't be that close.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm close.
Yeah.
So I know it's going down to this.
Also, there will be a bunch of odder people kind of walking in now, as you know, Demotters don't really need sleep as much as everyone else. So the street would also be busy with just generalized people.
General peeps.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Gaz is looking more and more annoyed as he realizes where he's going.
He has no idea where he's going.
Do you go inside the brothel, Gaz?
Do I follow after them? Yes.
Oh my god.
Yep. He's going wherever Gaz is going.
How long do you go in immediately, or how long do you wait outside the brothel before you go in?
He just gets this for 30 seconds. He like just thinks like, and just like how you sign, just thinking this or just like contemplating why he hired this person, and then goes in.
That would.
Walked in.
I'm going to stick everyone's tokens over here for now, so everyone else can see what's going on. Adam, you may choose one suitor of your choice from the.
Oh
From
god,
the
there's so many
list.
furries.
What
There's
did you
one-
assume?
There's one.
Listen,
What
I'm
did you
just,
say?
I'm
The
just
real question
you know,
is there a non-furry there?
Yes, there's
Wait,
Tav.
Not even
There's
that.
Tav the
Yes,
Drow
Yo, my
Killer.
boy.
listen, I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed.
There is one human male and one human
Uh,
female.
There's also a
Wow.
tiefling.
Vision, mate.
Is there just a humanoid that isn't a furry?
Yes, there is
Just-
I
Tav
don't
the
have
Drow Killer.
vision.
There are
And then,
three people in this entire place that are not furries. Okay.
Thank you.
We've got
That's
options.
one.
Get 3 dudes
At least
of
3
course,
options.
okay.
Let me look.
Oh my god.
And potentially a 4th, but we don't know. He's Greg.
It's a small kobold.
Adam is not drunk enough for like a freaky ass looking motherfucker like that.
There is a almost noble looking, almost you're not too sure if they're male or female. They have the long hair that'd be representative of feminine, but their facial features pose very strong and almost kind of like masculine kind of face. But there is this one lady over
Terror and envy.
undiscernment over there.
Yeah.
What about this tiefling looking guy right here?
That is one of the that is a tiefling male. You see his skin is slightly redder, almost as if he's been out in the sun for a longer period of time. You can tell that it is more of their natural skin tone than anything particularly abnormal.
What are their builds?
Physically, this one is more twink shaped, with a very slender figure, but he's very tall for his size. But he does have that more slender figure about himself.
Bold of you to assume height will stop Adam. He's going up to the tiefling guy.
Okay, and as you begin to, I will say you do, before any of this, you do get, you do originally, as you would have been here a few times, So the owner themselves, which is this large wolf-looking creature, would have just welcomed you in as a more of a regular, as a, oh, it's nice to see another welcome face in here. Enjoy your night. We have some special herbs on tonight.
Feels good to be back. Been a crazy day. I just need it, you know?
Oh, honey, you can get treated any way you want here, so you just relax and let them see what we can get you. And you
So, yeah,
do
he's
see
going-
this. Yeah, you approach this tiefling. You're not sure if they don't seem to be one of the performers. They seem to be someone who is also here to either watch or partake. But they seem to be sitting next to this, what looks to be almost like a old wizened lynx-looking character that seems to be having almost like you see him writing. Originally, you think he's writing words, but with the stroke of his pen and the stroke of his quill, you can tell he's not writing, but instead is drawing, as he seems to be drawing almost like the scene itself playing out. I was just, you guys seen? I was looking over at this guy's drawings here. He seems to be able to capture the art and beauty that is the dance and the creative arts here. It's such a lovely form.
Indeed. Not quite as good as the real thing, but hey, what you gonna do?
Kind of looks over. He kind of looks you up and down and says, "If someone were to draw you, what would they focus on first, do you think?"
Fuck, that's actually a hard question.
Dang it, flirting failed. Roll a perception, roll a performance check.
No, give me a sec.
Roll a performance. While you
No.
think of that answer, I will say, while you think of that answer, while you were talking, Gaz, you would, at this point, slip in as you see what looks to be a strong, very strong female hyena guard that seems to be watching, as you kind of see them give you a very quizzical look as they say, Liege Gaz, it's a pleasure to see you. Is this business or pleasure tonight?
It is business. Someone I hired to be a part of the new guard for King Milo went off their duties and came here. I'm here to get them back to their guard duty like they're supposed to be. He's saying this with a very annoyed tone.
You see, and says, then if they found themselves here, then they've consented to being here. You'll have to scold them in the morning. Anyone here is under the protection of, well, us, and we don't take, well, let's just say that, as much as we respect your position, anyone here has their privacy respected, so, while I can't tell you if they're here or not, I can't say they are. And frankly, you can't say they are either. You may scold them in the morning if you wish, but I have to turn you away. Unless you're here for pleasure, of course.
Are these curtains or what are these?
They are silken curtains. Only, there's a faint light that you can see through them, but for the most part, it is made specifically for privacy. Where they kind of meet in the middle, where the only opening you can see is essentially the wooden floor itself.
Yeah. Also, doesn't this business work under the kingdom?
Yes, but they, as anyone would know, a place of pleasure is above that of the law itself because no one wants to get on the bad side of pleasure.
Never.
No one. Okay. Logics on that are questionable.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Okay, so these aren't open right now.
Nope, you could only
They
see
got
the
HIPAA.
faintest. You would only see the faintest of the wooden floor on the other side.
Guys has contemplated how much he wants to deal with them versus getting Adam back for the night. Honestly, I think he's just gonna leave Adam because he doesn't want to deal with it. He'll just deal with Adam tomorrow. But what is Tyr doing, by the way?
Tia would basically, yeah, go ahead. What would Tia do? You see Gaz just straight up walk in a brothel.
Yeah,
With no context.
he's like peeking in the doorway, like listening to all this, and it's just like, Hmm. Hmm. And then he is going to. Oh, this is probably a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he is going to diverge into his two separate parts by slamming down that token, sorta.
Yep, let me get the other token. There we go.
Yep. No, yeah, yeah. So yep, does that, and he would tell. He, yeah, basically, yeah, he would see. Oh, you guys won't see anything because he's out there. But yeah, so one of them is going to sort of like linger around here,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is going to head off to back to the town, and basically or back to the castle. Basically, get there before Gaz
Mm-hmm.
comes back.
Okay, I'll say they do that. You would eventually see what there was enough commotion around outside, especially with staying perfectly still. Gaz would not be able to understand that you were there, only purely for the fact that it is a busy street.
Busy street.
So you would eventually see Gaz sigh, and then they would leave.
Back and he leaves, and then yeah, this is he's gonna just sort of come in, gauge the reaction as he's like sleuthing through here.
Wait,
As
you're
you-
actively walking past Gaz.
No, I'm
Gaz,
just
he's waiting.
No, after Gaz leaves.
After
I
Gaz.
assume
Okay.
I assume character intelligence.
Yeah,
no.
okay.
I'm not
yeah.
walking past Gaz.
Yeah, Gaz will leave out here.
Yeah, he goes, he leaves, and then he's gonna come on in, basically see what the vibe is in here.
As you get to the front door, you see what looks to be the hyena female guard there. They as you come in, it's almost as if they are looking directly at you, almost a little bit quizzically, as they kind of wait for you to get a little bit closer to see what exactly you're doing before they take. You kind of see them pull out almost like some kind of pipe, it seems, as you kind of look and almost you're kind of curious what they're doing. They inhale the pipe in a small bit and then just exhale it directly, essentially in your direction, and you kind of see they, even though it doesn't get rid of your invisibility, but it definitely does, essentially, as the smoke cloud hits you, it basically goes around your invisible form, basically showing an outline of you right in front of them.
Can I dodge this?
They are doing it directly at you. You can dodge, but you can tell that they definitely do see you. This is more of a just letting you know that they see you, but you can dodge if you would like.
Alright. I mean, yeah, they're gonna see him anyway. He's gonna try to dodge, but yeah, if it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way. As
Dodge
you
rolls
said-
into counter that's
Yeah.
next to the, you don't have a lot of room to
Into
maneuver.
wall.
Yeah.
you kind of as you dodge well out of the way, she just you kind of see her give a soft chuckle as you see her wave her hands in front of her eyes, and you realize that she is motioning that she is completely blind. Just go ahead.
Completely blind. Yeah, he's just gonna wait. Yeah, give her like a look, like, are you gonna say anything? As he just sort of like slowly creeps back.
You kind of see her as she says,
Oh, it's fine.
"Are you here for business or pleasure? I haven't seen you before, and I'd like to know which end that you're going to end up in."
Let's see. Business. What's the entrance fee?
If it's business, we don't deal in business, we deal in pleasure.
I assure you, there's nothing nasty will be going on.
He said, "Well, if that's, if you wish, that is what we specialize in most. So, yes, the entrance fee itself is 20 gold to have it, and if you'd like to partake in any of the herbs, then there'll be additional once you get in.
Gonna ponder. Yeah, it's like quite pricey. Maybe another time when my pockets are a little more a little heavier.
She kind of
Turn
looks at
around,
you.
she's gonna walk out.
She'll say, 15 for the first time.
Ay.
My apologies.
The Virgin Deal!
Apologies, it's not my aim for tonight.
Fair enough.
Nothing.
Then, maybe another time whenever the pleasure seeks out a little bit stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, I am curious, but yeah, for another time. For another time. And yeah, he's gonna walk out and basically wander. He's basically just gonna wander around the town. How long does invisibility last?
10 minutes. I never said
10
Gaz
minutes?
started. I never said Gaz started walking towards the castle. He's just like outside the door. By the way,
Why would he
Outside.
be out? Yeah,
Why
you're
would he just be
invisibility.
lingering?
he's currently writing some stuff about Adam and then heading to it. So about 3 minutes, depending on how
3
long
minutes
the conversation
out.
took. Yep.
You can always
Okay,
recast invisibility too.
Then yeah.
And you do hear them say before you go, and she just says, "Don't forget, anything you hear is confidential. You can assure that on my own head."
I appreciate it. Gotcha. He's just gonna give him a little yeah, like a little wave and set off. No hard feelings, eh?
She would,
Yeah,
and then you would be able to essentially leave. You would notice that Gaz is outside of there, though Gaz only can sense the motion inside the building. There's a lot of
Yeah.
motion inside the building.
Still
And then-
just slip around and
Yeah, after a little bit, Gaz will start heading towards the castle.
yeah.
And with that, that leaves you all alone, Adam, as you have been. What is your carefully crafted response?
I don't know because I'm actually really bad at flirting! And I made a character that's silver-tongued!
You
gonna-
made the choice to play a flirty character. You had to
I
dig deep for this shit.
You kind of see
chose
them
this.
look at you as you
Listen,
seemed
okay, no,
almost.
stop. No. He's going to give a smirk. And he's going to say, depends. Is it nude?
He kind of looks and says, "Well, all beauty comes in its most natural form, so I'd like to think yes."
I'd say it's a little hard to pick just one. What about you?
You kind of look. I like to think the horns, while some think it as nothing more than, well, abhorrent, I like to think that the pride of having them is greater than, well, the average. As you kind of see him give, almost like you kind of see him hold his head in a way that you can kind of see his horns in more full. They don't seem to be glamored in any way. What you would imagine normally some tieflings you would know would essentially either hide their horns or maybe file them to make them a little bit smoother, or try to adorn them with some sort of trinkets or that to make them more cosmetic. You notice that his seem to not hide any of that. Their form seems to be that as natural as it can be. The small picks and pocks of some sort of combat or some sort of violence to them is still portrayed. You can tell that they may have that rougher exterior, though you can still tell that they are taken care of. It's not going to be chipped anywhere, but it is definitely a courser of a horn.
Wow. They're beautiful. I'd love to hear the stories that they have to tell.
The stories would take well, let's just say a whole night. Are you willing to take that long to listen? Is
Oh,
he,
sweetheart, I got all night.
let's just say, there is some of the rooms open. Is there any, let's just say there is multiple of, well, herbs here. Is there any in particular feeling that you'd like to incite while hearing such a tale?
I'll let you pick, baby.
You
I
guys
feel
see,
a little adventurous tonight.
you say as he offers a small hand to you.
I'm gonna take that hand.
Let's just see how autistic the body can be, and while you show your artistic creativity, I'll share mine. And he'll wave to he'll wave to the large owner themselves, as you see the owner give him almost a small smirk and point in the direction of a particular room. And as you get inside the room, what is your dove doing at the moment? What is Clover doing during all this?
She, after giving him an earful on the way, has retreated to the tattoo on his shoulder. So I like to think when she's in the tattoo, she's like vaguely aware of like what he's feeling and stuff, but it's not like she's watching through a TV kind of thing. She's like in a dream state almost.
And with that, you would see him fill several of these. You see, essentially, it's a mixture. There seem to be several small ceramic bowls, almost laid out with almost like very, very decorative gem-laden bowls, each one individually laden with their own set of gems. And inside, you see him basically pick from a selection on the wall of about 10 different herbs, and he mixes about a few of them together inside the bowl before you see him give you a small wink before snapping his fingers, and you see all three of the bowls light at the same time.
Nice magic trick.
Magic is an art form like any other, and I like to show off my form of it. And you kind of see as the room begins to fill with this smoke from the bowls, you sense this almost familiar sense as you've been here a few times, but it was almost like that sensation of almost like a fresh peppermint, but it seems to almost be breathing in and then going through your whole body. It's almost that sensation of intensity and then relaxation and then that sensation and then relaxation, and the mixture of it is almost euphoric as you kind of goes in this in and out state as you find yourself relaxing in a way that just purely relaxing alone cannot naturally bring on, as both the tension and release throughout your body really does show you why you come here and what really can happen if you let yourself just feel those sensations. And as he talks over a few bits of some of his stories, you also see him at some point pull out from behind him a similar notebook to the one that he was, and he will begin to give you a small sketch, almost standing at the end of the bed, watching as you unclothe yourself, and will try his best ability to sketch you with a little bit more exaggerated features here and there, but after the performance, he will invite, as all creations, it's customary to, well, let's just have a nice night here, and it's so late, and this feelings is so, well, intensified. If you would have, I would like to finish up the sleep now. I think I have a nice portrait, and I'd like to propose this portrait to you. As you see him handing you the, essentially you see him just have a small piece, like this piece of paper that's about as normal size as we would have a sheet of paper, and he hands you, and the form clearly has exaggerated some of the more stronger parts of you, but almost not in a just pure strength way, but almost in like a more rougher way. As you can kind of tell, it's similar to how his horns are. He appreciates the more rougher parts of the body that may have accumulated over the years, like a scar or two that you have. seems to almost be a focal point, as your eyes are almost drawn to it, as you see him give a soft smile and say, I like the scars. It tells more of a story than makeup could ever cover up.
He's going to give a smirk. Gonna reach over and trace his hands along his jawline. He's going to say, what about making some new stories?
With that, you see him give that almost that eye of acknowledgement, and with that, you two will spend the night there.
And we fade to black.
There you go. There's only room for.
Describing great.
Hey, hang on. Adam's a top.
There we go.
I want to make this very clear.
Got.
Adam's a top.
I immediately knows as a bottom.
There we go.
Care about that?
No, like genuinely.
Yeah,
top.
and you also gain 10 temporary hit points.
Fuck yeah.
The brothel gives you temporary hit points.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, I'll be back, guys.
Wow. Such
I like to imagine he manages to get back just before sunrise, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, Gaz, you would come back to the room, and you would see everyone seems to be perfectly in their bed except the obviously missing Adam.
you see, Tears still Tears. He's gonna go around, do checks, make sure everyone's fine. There's nothing weird about Tyr when he does the shifting between the two versions, right?
No, you just see Tyr.
Just see Tyr. Okay. Okay. So,
So do you mind grabbing the other deer?
Mm.
Swapping them out?
yeah.
You get near Catherine and she just flips you off as she's in bed.
Yeah, I just walk past, see Catherine flip me off. Gaz is gonna grab a chair and wait by the door.
Oh my god.
He's sitting at the table. He's sitting at the
Doing the
table.
disappointed dad to like
you
the
will-
kid who's been out past curfew.
I will say I do need you to roll me a d20 to see if you fall asleep doing this.
Gaz only needs to sleep for 2 more hours.
Yep, so let's see if they come back during those 2 hours. Give me a d20. Now you're able to stay awake about the same time that they would get there.
I feel very sleepy.
Very sleepy.
Yeah, so let me get Adam back.
I'm right here.
Let me, oh, there you go. Yeet. That's what they might just be club boots. There you go. Club goes flying in. There you go. Yes, Adam, you find the door closed as usual.
Wait, like
which
the front door? Am I coming to the front door?
Wait, which door are you waiting at, Gaz?
This door, the door that they went out of. Or
And Tia, what are you doing all this night?
Well, Tyr's wandering the town. Pretty much just like vibing out, having a good time, enjoying like the parks and the scenery and stuff.
I got a
Nassian
montage with you
is-
getting drunk with otters.
Yeah. Nassian is snoozing away down here. You told to
Yep,
come
and with
here.
that, you would eventually make your way back before you'd imagine it would be a reasonable hour to wake up.
I imagine Clover's come out of tattoo form and is back on his shoulder, and just keeps like she's kind of person who's like she stops, she rants, and then she stops, and then she's like, and another thing. So she's just like very angrily whispering at him as he's like coming in through the door.
the door, just walk through the door sneakily. Gaz, writing down notes, turns and looks at you. Hmm. So, seems like you had a fun night.
Son of a bitch! You are.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You know, Gaz closes his book. You know, the reason we hired you was to guard Nilo. To guard Nilo. That doesn't mean running off to the brothel, to do whatever acts you want to, and leaving our king unguarded as the guard.
You see Gormagala come up behind you. You sense Gormagala walking
I sense.
menacingly close.
Hello, Gar.
I
Adam
was gonna
just
say, how much
came.
time has it been since?
It is morning. It's
Adam left?
hours.
It's
Actually,
morning.
yeah, Nilo, you would actually be
Sorry.
awake before then. You would actually wake up and kind of be awake,
I was
seeing
gonna
that
say,
you were.
if it's morning, Nilo's going to stretch and just slowly like pat his way like
Do you?
You-
so this
I-
would be.
you-
out.
You do notice Catherine is still asleep, though.
Yeah,
I will
you would-
say as you're
because-
patting your way out.
Because you
Yeah.
passed out so before everyone else, Nilo, you are waking up at an hour that most people would be asleep, but also you notice that people are missing when you wake up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would everyone be out here?
You see Tio sleeping in their bed. Tio sleeping in their bed. Or that Tio
Yeah.
sleeping in the bed.
Yeah, tears are in bed.
Yeah. Nilo's going to come
Let-
out here.
Yeah, let Gore have his moment, and then you will. Let
Yeah,
Gore
that's-
come out first.
Gore's just coming out and just looking at what's happening here. To be honest, and just seeing, overhearing.
Um,
What seems to be the matter?
Oh, just Adam sneaking out late at night to go to the brothel instead of guarding Nilo. I was just having a quick chat with him about that.
And where were you?
Well, I went to follow them to see where they went, and I asked you to watch
So,
over them.
following Adam
Hmm.
is a much more priority than defending your king Nilo.
I could sense, knowing that you are the grandfather of Teriel, that if anything tried to enter that room, you could slaughter it before it even touched a hair on Nilo. Am I wrong? No, I am not. If I'm hiring people to be a part of the guard, I need to see that they're actually going to do their job. You did your job.
I
Adam
do
did
say
not.
that you need to understand that other people have their vices. You can talk to them later, but you can't just go ahead and call them out and just follow them like that.
Nilo is an important person, and many people would want them dead. If they have their vices. Mhm,
As you're saying that, that's when Nilo would come out.
mhm.
Still
I
cat,
can't-
not changed.
I can't have the people that we guard with their. Immediately
just like
goes-
so.
Yeah, Nilo
Immediately.
immediately walks past everyone. It's just like
Yeah, I'll put.
I
I'll
can't
put,
looks
uh,
up at Adam and just
I'll put you
I
here
Why
so you
are
can see what's
you-
going on.
And I can't put their lives into drunk, horny idiots that want to sneak off to the brothel instead of defending their king. Now, can I?
Adam's
At-
just like pinching his brow and just saying, "Look, I knew he was in safe hands with the rest of you. Now, God's forbid a man wants some time to himself. But I
Nor-
would not have left if there was no one else there to defend him."
That's
to be
not.
fair, guys, you snore very loudly.
Mhm. Well, it's not up to you to determine, Adam, if Nilo is safe or not. You were newly hired yesterday, and you couldn't even do your job for 1 day before going out. There was no discussion. There's no discussion. You were heading out at all.
Nilo jumps on you.
yeah.
Ah,
Honestly, I
damn
can't see his token. It was on accident.
God damn it. God damn it, Nilo.
No,
Cat jumps
but
on you.
Nilo's actually going to I need to flip up. Give me a second. Wait, give me a second. Not.
There you
give
go.
me a second.
Yeah, it's true.
Ow!
There you go.
Nilo is struggling.
There you go.
Either way,
He's got
okay,
that hangover.
Nilo goes to Nilo goes to the edge of the fucking table and turns back to himself, sitting on said table. We're not going to talk about it. And looks at Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So, the little bit that I know is that you left last night, I assume brothel, and didn't stay here. Gaz is upset because of that,
Yes, because they
Which
couldn't
I-
even do their job for one night.
Your king is
which
talking.
is
guys.
fair. But also, Adam, I don't mind if you do that because of the fact that you did know that everyone's here. But also, this is literally your first day on the job. You could have at least stayed the first day and even told someone where you were going. Because I understand, brothel, privacy, got it. But you are also a part of this now? And I would like to know where you're going, so that if anything were to happen, we know where you were. Not even on my end, just where you were. It's also a safety thing for all of us.
He kind of has this really confused look on his face. And he says, I mean, I could have just sent Clover if I was in trouble. And I think you know this city is pretty safe. I mean, it's your city. If this was anywhere else, then yeah, I definitely would have. I just wanted to indulge a little bit. And figured you probably wouldn't like one of your king's guards hanging out at brothels, which I was right.
I mean, we're not going to talk about Gaz's opinions, but it's fine that you did. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. At least the idea of it. I'm saying that
So
first day on the job and you work here, and you never told anyone where you were going. Those are the biggest issues of this, at least for me.
that is the issue. Yes.
So you're just upset that I didn't tell
Do your job.
anyone?
You need
Yeah.
to do
At least that's
Yeah.
me.
your job or anything. Also, following you. The reason why I followed them is they were newly hired, and I want to make sure they weren't doing anything
You
suspicious
followed
as
them?
well. Well, yes. If someone just has access to the king, leaves
No, I get that.
immediately in the middle of the
I get that,
night,
You're right.
it's extremely suspicious.
You're right, but also, you know the situation with the brothel. As soon as you would get in there, if it wasn't business at the brothel, they weren't going to let you in, guys.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I saw them going to the brothel and knew what they were doing, I just went back to the castle. Yes, I know the brothel is annoying with their tendencies to let them for business purposes, to like coming and talking to Adam and seeing why they would be ignoring their job on the first day, but still.
Okay.
Jesus.
Catherine would 100%, by the way, would wake up to all of this, whether they want to or not.
Just gonna close the door.
Gormagala,
It's
you
quiet.
close the door. You see Catherine, eyes open, laying in bed, hair is a mess. She just, without even lifting her head, she just stares down at you and just goes, "These fucks don't realize that they said the contract didn't start until we went to the portal. We are technically not under contract yet."
Not the point.
Not
Also, it's also it's just in all
And
honesty.
then she
for
rolls over and
Nilo,
goes to
it's
sleep.
in all honesty, for Nilo, it wasn't even the fact that he went to the brothel. It's the fact that he didn't tell anyone, and that causes an issue. Because if he just disappeared, Nilo would panic.
Do you want me to bring Catherine into this situation and have her talk about this?
I
Or do you
told
want to let her
would
sleep
whether
for another
they
2 more
wanted
hours?
to or not.
Tira's
She
been
is
pictured
sleepy.
No,
from
wait, hold on. What
bed.
Shuckles? What is the actual Tio doing?
I'm just gonna do this.
He's
'cause,
so he's basically sleeping in like a park bench right now.
Oh
it
my
should
god.
only
Oh my
give you.
God.
Yeah.
How long does your
12
clone
hours.
last, or is it like a summon?
It's like a
It's like an idol
yeah,
on
it's
summon.
not like a kinda, yeah. It's not
Yeah.
like a duration thing.
Yeah, we'll just say it's like an idol on summon.
Yeah.
You got earplugs now.
Thank you.
This
Put them
bed
in
is
it.
getting
Uh,
perfectly made right now.
Adams just has this look. It's like this weird mixture of just like indignation, but also a bit of confusion. And Clover's going to finally pep up and say, "I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. It's been a while since we've been in a group, and well, we still need to remember our teamwork. I promise it won't happen again." And Adam is just kind of, yeah, sure, whatever.
Hmm.
Clover, that's your name, right?
Yes.
No.
How you stated that, you're kind of putting the blame on just Adam. Unintentionally, probably, but it's both of your faults. You could have said something too, Clover.
Oh, I did. Believe me. But I am only a little bird. There's only so much I can do. Especially against my master.
Try to gaslight the bird?
Fuck
Trying to
is that?
gaslight
What
the
did Clover
bird.
do to you?
Nilo,
What
the
do you
bird.
mean?
They tried.
Nilo,
It's a
Nilo,
bird. It has sentience. It can talk. Fuck off.
Nilo. Clover is not near.
Either way,
He's ready to stop Adam, but
either
Gaslight
way,
boss.
just
if you're
next
gonna be
time,
leaving, just let us know.
I don't want anything to happen to any of you either. I don't want to chance one of you leaving and something bad happening.
Adam
I
kinda
don't need
has
that
this-
again.
Adam
There's
just has
a-
this really, really confused, really weirded out look, like he doesn't quite understand the sentiment. And he just says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stick to drinking, I guess."
No.
And what is Catherine doing during all this? I see you moving around.
No, I was
Really?
trying to shuffle her more towards the end of
Yeah.
the bed because now she has fully cocooned herself inside of the blankets and the pillows, and you just have her face is all you can see, Gore, as she is just bundled up now, sitting on the end of this bed.
Oh man, I love how the last sessions are like, "Oh yes, let me hire the four, the four most incompetent people in the whole
Yeah.
I will say it is customary to let anyone you hire prepare themselves before an actual adventure. So the actual sleeping in the same room was more of a request, not technically a requirement.
The fact that it's a
Correct.
requirement is so
And
ridiculous.
Catherine fully notes this, and also they never said you had to tell them where you were going when we left. That was
Okay.
never part of the
Nilo
contract.
Nilo
You
just
never-
said no
there
secrets.
are so many things that if
Okay,
Catherine was
for-
more
Catherine, are you
awake,
going to help him or not?
Catherine is too sleepy.
No.
She's gonna fight him in about 2 hours when she's awake.
She
It was
is sleepy,
written
let
in
her...
it was written in the
She's just
contract,
letting him-
section 3, part 9.
She's just
gotta-
letting him take his shit.
Also,
I was saying,
who-
Tira's not going anywhere unless someone tells him to leave.
Because
He's gonna be untucking and retucking this bed for hours.
You know what? I'm just gonna come out here. Just gonna
I think
go up to this little kobold. So like,
What are you doing? Yes.
Pick him up.
The
You pick up
conversation
you pick up Gaz.
the
bed.
conversation has died down
just
by
taking
now.
you,
Yeah,
and you're
I was
putting
gonna
you
say-
in bed.
it's like once all that, it's like they leave, Nilo like digs in his bag and just pulls out a mango and offers it to like Adam, and it's just like,
Looks over to Adam.
I'm sorry,
Smells
it
Adam.
is kind of my fault.
You bath, then bed.
The conversation
like
was
one
like
way.
dying. It's like dying down and just get.
He's just looking between
You get picked up
Nagala
by
as he
Gore.
walks over.
Yeah, you're taking a bath, and then you're going to bed.
You
Tears
pick up.
just-
Wait, he's
twitching?
picking me up?
Yes.
But the mango.
Adam is very vocal. He says, "Hold up. Okay, nope.
Roll me a
You stay-
competing
you-
roll me
you
a
are not
competing
sleeping in the bed.
athletics check.
You're not sleeping in the bed smelled like that.
He is going to actively try and get out. Let me roll an athletics, even though I have a 0 athletics.
Gore,
There's no fucking
please.
way he's getting out, but he's gonna
30.
fucking fight. He
Acrobat.
says, look,
Just
I-
solely
look,
the
we are not at
tapestry
that
that
level
is made
yet.
by those blankets.
we are
is
not
your
at that
instinct.
level yet. I do not need you to see me like
We
that.
are not at that level.
I think
I
even
do
with
not
your
care.
plus 14 to your unarmed attack, you would still be you would still critically fail. the
Yeah,
grapple.
exactly. He is being very vocal the entire time he's being dragged down here. And
All
Clover,
you can hear is like the shower rain turn on, and just like it's cold.
I feel like Clover would stay behind and just land on the mango that Nilo has offering and says, "I'm really sorry, Your Highness. He has a lot of issues that he never got to. I'm very sorry."
No, it's fine. I understand. Honestly, we probably should have clarified more. I just thought it was on like the not job requirements, but basically job requirements. But honestly, I probably should have went over them.
Yes, well, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again as much as I can. You know, he is after all the one in charge, I
Yeah.
guess, technically, but
Just
yeah, I feel so bad about it.
you go make sure that he's okay in that shower.
A
You
clean
see-
body leads to a clean mind.
You see, Tears, you're sleeping on the bench. You kind of wake up to the feeling of someone watching you again, as you see standing right in front of you, staring down at you, Bartholomew, and all of his, well, demons don't really need clothes, so, I mean, you see Bartholomew in his fully furred form, standing
big
right
cow.
above your bench.
Sorry, Zerda.
He's gonna wake up and just sort of be like, just like right himself and like dust himself off and be like, "Howdy, how's it going?"
You just see
Very
almost
casual.
with almost a guttural grin, he says, "You've been making your bed for the past while. I thought it might be time for you to get out of the bed for once." And you see as he snaps his finger, and you suddenly find yourselves in the same bed, as you kind of see yourself tucking you in, and then taking you out, and then tucking you in.
Does Gaz notice this?
What?
Gaz and Catherine, give me a perception check, and
Can
Tia,
I
give
roll
me
it
a.
with
You can.
disadvantage? Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna give you a disadvantage.
Yeah. You don't really need disadvantage.
I'm just saying, I'm eepy.
Tio, give me that stealth check.
Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Probably won't get it, but let's see.
What? Yep.
Even with my 22, like.
Plus
That's a
14.
beat.
Again, as you were kind of looking towards the door, it is unfortunately in your blind spot, but you do sense like some rumblings coming like like around the room. That's very confusing. You also feel as something may or may not have triggered as you kind of get distracted for like a few seconds, as almost as if the alarm is going off again, as if something has newly entered or newly left the room. Tia, you have about 3 seconds before you realize that you are tucking yourself in.
Oh yeah.
Guys
As
is slowly turning around.
when he sees that, yeah, the this one is gonna sort of shimmer and like become sort of like ethereal, and then just gonna slowly, not slowly, they're gonna like
No,
he's gonna
slowly. You have 3 seconds.
get up and just sort of like mirror match this one's movement, and they're going to meld into one person.
You do. And guys, you finally turn around expecting, like, you're very confused because the pins and needles sensation is all over your body if something has entered this room, but you look around the room and nothing seems changed.
Didn't you say it marks the person with the pins needles with a quest marker?
You do, and it does, but it just seems to be pointing at Tia, as if somehow he triggered the alarm, but yet he's still just standing there. It does confuse you greatly.
Looks
Just
looks.
tucking and untucking his back.
Guys, it's just you just look over. You guys just looking, just like staring directly at you.
You have
About 10
you have
minutes
been marked
later.
for 24 hours, Tia.
24.
I know
About
your
10 minutes
location.
later,
He knows my location.
Adam and Magawa comes in. Adam being like
Freshly.
all dried and freshly like cleaned and everything, just like
He's like a puffed up Pomeranian. With his hair, it's just so puffy.
get some
Catherine
sleep.
just sleepily goes, I have prestidigitation. I could have just cleaned him. Yeah.
I don't need you to clean me.
I'm not going to.
It's
I
not
don't-
for you.
Why would I even? Why? What? You're not. And she just
I
kind of
don't-
nods off again.
Finish your rest. Get
Good.
sleep.
She's gonna
He
pass
just
out.
You've already benefited from a long rest, Adam.
Yeah.
You just like you're getting tucked in against your will.
Sleep again.
Oh my god.
You
Adam,
have been ordered to sleep.
I'm fine. I'm not tired. Who the hell?
If
Who
you
the hell
weren't
do you even
tired,
think you
wouldn't be
are?
grumpy.
He gets cocooned
Obviously,
like
you are grumpy, so you need sleep.
baby.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm a little pissed off that I just got forced showered.
Don't
Yo,
yell.
Neo, is there breakfast out here?
Not yet.
You
Yes,
feel
want me to
very
help set up?
you feel very soft bed underneath you, Adam. It is the most comfortable bed, even more comfortable than the lush house itself.
Hmm.
He's gonna stay awake out of spite. He's gonna be very angry, and Clover's going to come over and like flutter down next to him, and they're just gonna meet a look, and she just has a look of sympathy, and he just has a look of just pure irritation. He's gonna cuss under his breath and turn over on his side.
Also,
Hmm.
Tia, you would realize, Tia, just you only and only you would realize that Bartholomew was basically keeping watch, as just the way there's no way that reasonably that he would essentially find you, the fact that he found you is pretty obvious that he is basically
To
knowing
keep
where
it.
all of you are. Like, you could tell that he had no doubts where you were at all, and there was no like hesitation in his voice when he found you. It was more of you were here and now you will be somewhere else.
Yeah, he's just sort of keeping tabs.
Yeah.
Suspicious. You guys just gonna sit down, look around, see that there's no food, see that there's a nice little fire slime.
Fire slime comes
And,
over to you.
I'm gonna pat him a little bit.
Take 1 fire
Oh,
damage, but it is very happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruffle him a little bit.
Also, I assume
Oh,
when Nilo
nice.
comes in here, is Gaz asleep?
Gaz is awake at this point. He's slept enough.
Adam is also awake. as
That's
well.
what I thought.
He's just staring
asking a
angrily
question
at
and
the
then just
ceiling.
never got answered, and Nilo was just like, okay.
Mm.
Do we have a situation for breakfast this morning, or should I start it, or what's up?
I mean, I can do another hero's feast. Want a
On
nice breakfast spread going? We're still in the
I-
castle. It's easy enough to prepare.
It's fine.
I
I'll
can just-
actually make food for everyone.
Well,
I can do
How
that.
how good? Out of care. How good is Nilo at cooking? Would Gaz
Roll me,
know?
roll me a 1d20.
He can make breakfast burritos.
Who
Give
who
me,
will
give me
roll?
give me a 1d20, Nilo.
Fuck. He
You'd
can make
be able to-
breakfast burritos.
Okay, Gaz trusts you enough to make breakfast.
I just found the best item in the game.
And
I'm
then
getting, like,
everyone
crazy.
else would feel so awake at this point that there is no point to sleeping anymore.
There's no point to
This
sleep.
way?
No port.
No point to sleep.
Okay, I know this is the kitchen. Technically.
You see several Dematos that seem to be running around. Also, let me unlock that for you. There you go. You see several Dematos all preparing their morning food. There's one in particular with like a longer ear than all the rest. You, from very vague knowledge, would know that the longer the ears are, the more authority they have.
Is it okay if I make breakfast for everyone in here? Y'all can.
Ah, yes, King Nilo. What would you like to make for the breakfast?
I'm just going to be making everyone like breakfast burritos. Do we have?
You're gonna see. Oh
we
no,
have
it's.
potatoes, eggs, and chicken.
Oh, of course, Papu. We have all the different things, please.
Mm.
I will have them go fetch the ingredients that you request, Papu.
Yes, that would be appreciated.
You see one of them go out. After a while, they come back, and they hand you just straight up as you kind of see them. They hand you a very sleeping avocado. I've come, Papu, with your morning ingredients, Papu. Avocado on toast, Papu.
Thank you. Since the avocado actually is more like a the seed itself is the creature. The avocado is more like fur, essentially. It's
It can regrow its fur once a day. It can regrow its flesh.
regrow, yeah.
Its
essentially.
flesh?
It doesn't hurt it. It doesn't hurt it.
It's flesh.
Mila's going to
Eat
like
this for me,
carefully
this is the
take this
bread of my
avocado
body.
out of the green, and
It holds up its
puts
paws at you, yawning
it
cutely.
gives it uppies.
Aww.
Nilo then kisses it and then puts it to the ground because it can walk.
It starts to walk towards the garden. Also, for everyone else to see what they're seeing.
Adorable.
You just
That's
see like
cool.
this small. It just starts rolling to the garden so it can regrow again.
Adorable.
Nilo's going to scavenge up the rest of the ingredients and is going to start cooking for
What the
about
hell is this?
Some avocado.
You're sitting.
No, what the hell is
10,
this,
15
Zerda?
minutes.
That is actually a previous player's dragon. There was a Spyro.
Oh, Spyro.
Oh my
I,
god.
I can't even see what that is.
I can't see what it is, but I can imagine.
I saw something like catch the corner of my eye. I'm like, wait, am I seeing ghosts? I open the door, I see this. I'm like,
Am
alright,
I
this is it.
seeing
It's just like, no.
Yeah, no, it's like Neil's gonna cook for like 10, 15 minutes. Y'all can do whatever you need to.
This is what
He's
goal
like,
is.
he's just
This
making
is
breakfast for
this is
everyone.
Spyro, by the way.
Oh, that looks so good.
It's
Yeah, that's-
protecting the castle.
He does a good. He does a great job.
Yeah, that's Plixels from my very first 5e game. That was their dragon by the end of it. They were a hunter.
They're on
Okay.
people.
I would like to
That
remind you,
affected a
this
lot.
I'd like to remind you, this entire thing is actually, this entire whole area is actually an homage to the 5e game I ran.
Oh.
I'm
Mhm.
special. I mean, I'm special. I'm only one of like 5, 6 players, but damn it,
You're
I'm still
special.
here.
The whole,
been
the whole,
here.
You've done it. You persevered.
I think this is around the time while they're making breakfast, Catherine will finally get up. She'll just kind of prestidigitation, kind of combs her hair and like changes into her normal outfit, and then she starts kind of braiding her hair down the side, and she'll walk over to Adam at this point and just go, "You know they're in the wrong, right?"
I'm imagining Adam's like facing the wall, just like muttering to himself, and Clover is like cleaning his hair, trying to like soothe him and calm him down. And he's going to like stop. Is going to slowly turn to look at her and say, "What did you say?"
Technically, the job didn't begin until we went to that first place, wherever that was. We're not under contract by any means. Also, they never specified in any aspects of the contract that we had to tell them where we were going or what we were doing. I made sure of that. I double checked. It's not. If you don't hand me a written thing, you can't trust anything a person says. Especially with magic in the world. So, you did nothing wrong, and they just have sticks up their asses.
I don't know.
He's gonna sit up. He's gonna sit up and say, "I mean, I knew that part,
Of course
but
you did, dear. And she'll start walking away.
you hear the faint
gonna-
sounds of a loop behind you as you just see Zeno kind of sitting up in bed, tuning his lute. It's a cat. Neil is a cool cat. You'll find out soon enough. Da 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 da.
Why are the books in the stove?
Adam, slightly weirded out by Zeno, and still not liking that he asked to see his poetry, is gonna finally get up, and with Clover is gonna follow Catherine out.
I recommend coffee. That sounds like an excellent start to the morning. Why is this door closed? She'll just open it.
I can't.
Oh,
Freaking Clover's thing keeps bugging out for me, and it keeps annoying. Just pretend that I follow because I can't move.
Yeah.
anything.
Also,
Why is the door
well,
closed? Because
whenever y'all
Magal
go
closes the
into
door
like,
behind him. What the hell?
oh my god.
Hold on, let me give
Also,
it a
whenever
It's
y'all
weird.
go into like the more like kitchen area, all you can smell is just eggs and chicken and a
Mhm.
ton of spices.
King Nilo,
Alright, can I
Yeah,
inspect this
here's gonna
cooking real
be-
quick?
Can you expect?
Just to
Yeah,
make sure
go.
it's not poison.
Give me a perception.
One.
You can do it public.
Alright.
while you're perception checking, King Nilo,
Oh my god!
This is what you roll it on. This is what you choose to roll it on.
I hit a fucking 40. Oh my god. Alright, fine.
You realize that Nilo has forgotten several of the base spices. As you notice, several of the tomatoes just look very sad at Nilo's food, but they don't want to say anything because they're the king. But like they're
God,
clearly
yeah.
missing like key
I'm gonna talk
spices.
to Nilo here for a second. Alright, first of all, you missed everything. Where
I
is the
didn't
salt?
miss
Where's the
everything. I got that. I just
Let
it's the other
me
spices I
let me cook
might
you.
have
Obviously,
misplaced and I gave
this
up.
is horrible. I am sorry. This is poison.
Do
This
you
is
want
actual
to make
poison.
it? We only have so many avocados left. Okay. The avocados literally just rolled back out there to regrow.
They were
I
put.
hate that sentence.
Do you only
Avocados
have
rolled.
avocados?
I mean, no, we have chimkin and obviously eggs, potatoes.
This cup of
Potatoes,
Joe's.
actually, they're also cats. My
Just gonna
my mom planted weird creatures.
let me go and see what I got.
You would see that they would have a more complete garden. You could tell that Nilo just personally chose the avocados because it was more cat based. You could tell there's a clear bias.
Oh my
There's a
god.
In
too
all,
much.
it's not even that it's cat based. It's the fact that like he enjoys their company, even
Aw.
if they're only there for a second.
Nagawa's gonna be like, you stay here. I'll be back. 30 minutes.
Yeah. Tier's gonna be just chatting to Gaz.
Yeah.
Basically just be asking like, you're a kobold. How the hell did you get this gig of running a kingdom?
King of running. Well, Nilo runs the kingdom. I just assist him running the kingdom.
I'm gonna send Zerda what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
And then,
sure, that's potato. I've seen how things are done around here. Still pretty hefty gig for a kobold, eh?
Well, yeah, it's a pretty well job. I mean, I did know them 10 years ago when we did work with the Gauntlet Tower and stopping Ra from coming back. So
Gauntlet.
we followed them, joined them for 10 years, and then last month I helped them start running the kingdom.
Damn, 10 years. That's pretty long for a kobold, right? Say,
Pretty
well,
long.
how many years you got left in you, say? Kobolds don't live too long, do they?
It's not public knowledge that Gaz the Lich. Yeah, read check how
I
old
don't
kobolds-
think it would be because that
Yeah, I
would
don't-
be
But
very,
But Catherine
very-
did have look into Gaz, so
Catherine was also specially looking for one specific piece of information.
Yeah,
So
so I
they
guess
would-
if you go to Ophelia, who knows about Gaz? Hmm. So it wouldn't be public. Well, let's see, I'm 25 currently. I'm at least a good 5 to 15 years. Kobolds live up to. I don't know. I forgot. How old do kobolds live in your world, Zerda? Before I
They're
answer
like
this question.
35 before they kill themselves in some way or another.
I'm a good. Okay. I have a good. 25 now, so another 5, 10 years before normal kobold just dying of randomness happens.
Yeah.
Lucky to make it this far, honest.
And
I need coffee before you can
Yeah,
butt in.
I was about to ask what is Catherine doing?
Just Gore like tries to walk in, and Catherine just no. King Nila, coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Actually, I don't know where that is.
Do I need to make it myself?
No, you should be fine.
I will ask some of the demodders then, and
I
she's
was
just
going
gonna kind of
but
step
okay.
past, and she'll kind of like look at the demodders and just coffee, caffeine, beverage, hot, something. What you guys got?
You say, "Oh yes, before we have," and he goes, "Many much caffeine. The coffee bean before." They you see them wanting to go out. They checking new things, and they you kind of see they come back with what looks to be a bean. However, as you kind of see, it is they hold out their paw, and you see several beans before you see them start to begin to move a little bit and say, "These are we call these Joes." You kind of see, "Hey, I'm a bean." You kind of see it kind of look up at you, be like, "Hey, we're all the Joes. You heard you wanted a cup of Joe? Well, Joe, we're gonna keep you caffeinated."
Ooh, Joe, can I get 2 cups?
Oh yeah, boy, it's got a hot tub coming on right up. You kind of see them as they go over to the fire, and you see them jump out of the D'Amato's hands into a cup of boiling water over here. As they all seem to be taking almost just like almost like a hot bath to them. But as you do, you see the water quickly turn into a coffee color, and you can tell just by looking at it is an extremely caffeinated beverage. Personal cup of Joe's on the house.
Thank you. Is there a place for tips if you take them?
And just keep the hot water flowing so we can keep having our hot baths in the morning. As part of the agreement we had with Nilo.
Sure thing. I will make sure that you will always have at least a hot tub ready for you.
And they hop out of the cup of Joe real fast, and you now have a cup of Joe.
I'll take 2, and I'll kind of scooch past Nilo. Smells good. Needs some more salt, and then we'll step out, slide past Gore, salt, and then Catherine will slide on down next to Adam and set a thing of coffee in front of him. Don't ask how it's made.
We all gotta talk about Nilo and their kingdom of sentient vegetables and fruits.
I mean, in all honesty, you made it literally a cup of Joe. I was going to make it crows that are just bean shaped. Or crow shaped beans.
He's gonna side eye Catherine before taking the cup, and he's gonna immediately. I'm imagining he's like eavesdropping on Gaz and Tyr's conversation.
Nope.
Right?
No way.
And yeah, so I'm imagining so he's gonna finally I hate this rotating thing so much. He's gonna finally speak up and say, "Hey Gaz."
Yes.
We get a day or so before this little adventure actually begins, right?
Yep.
You're looking away.
Yeah, I wanted to flip it the other way, so I'm not facing up. I'm not upside down.
You'll be facing upside down either way.
So nope, you got it.
Yep.
Great.
I had to flip it the other way. Did we ever agree there was an actual written contract? I think we said it in the first episode. I don't know if we did or not.
You said that there was going to be a contract, but judging by what Catherine was talking about, they would not sign something until you actually left. So I'm assuming that means that you would not have asked, or you may have asked for them to sign it, but Catherine, I feel, would have interjected and not had y'all sign anything until you officially were going on adventures. If I'm not mistaken.
I think well no, so what I think it is that I think we were given contracts that we signed.
We did sign.
But
Yeah.
I specifically remember saying that Catherine read through it aggressively and like lawyered up that shit. So she knows it just as well as Gaz does.
And Gaz
In
would have
this
also
situation?
written as soon as you got the contract and would have gone for the first night that you would be under guard watch, at least for the first day.
I will give Catherine the benefit of the doubt and say if her character would not have signed that, then they would not have signed it. At least for the first night.
What Adam signed it, or some stuff Adam.
I don't think
signed.
Adam paid attention. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't think Adam signed it. I think you kind of were like, eh.
Yeah, Adam signed it.
You tried to get them to sign it.
I don't think Adam did sign it. I think Adam was like, no.
Okay, then I would have changed what I said earlier. If
I love
knew
how
they
we're
did.
focused on this. This wasn't even what I wanted to talk about.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm ready to tango if you want to, Shuggles, but like.
No, yeah, Adam's
Well, you
asking
do
like
that.
we get a day in town before we leave, right?
We spent one day in town before we head to the portal, yes.
Well, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I have some questions about the library. No, I'm not inviting you to the brothel. So, you
That's the library.
said you've only been helping Nilo with this kingdom for about a month, you said?
Yes. Um, how long have we actually been here, though, in the kingdom itself?
Like a
Me
month and a
Nilo?
half.
We just got to the. Okay, yeah. We've been here for about a month and a half, yes.
Does the library have any sort of, oh, I don't know, restricted section with older texts?
Wow. In the restricted section, there is a more there's not many restricted books in the library, but I do have my own personal room in the kingdom that has more restricted and more not very known of knowledge than my own personal library. But if you want to go to the local library, there's not very many books that are restricted.
Hmm.
It's demon otters. Have you heard them? They're not very interested in reading, more interested in shells.
Give me a perception check, Adam.
Ooh, okay. Perception. Yep.
You kind of hear as you kind of just say this sense, Catherine and, Gaz, give me a perception check as well.
Is this sound or sight based? Was a bonus or not?
I asked for a perception check. You're good.
I know.
You don't know yet.
If it matters, it's a plus 2.
No, you were lower than everyone else.
Yeah.
You kind of as you see this kind of as well. You would notice that coming through, especially you more than anyone, is you would kind of see Alfie coming through the door. You would see almost like a feint of magic of sort, but almost like a very humanoid shape seems to be almost moving through, almost like a magical signature is essentially moving through the air passing through the door itself. It's going from here to here to here. And then give me a perception check to you.
Okay.
You would also begin to feel it as it gets past you as well, as you weren't really
It's
looking that way.
magical.
Yep.
And both me and Catherine and Tyr noticed
Yep.
this.
It is like it's almost like seeing almost like a distortion of the light itself, but through magic itself.
Okay.
Dispel magic.
Yeah, immediately see the unseen.
Okay. As you do that, you would see. It doesn't make them uninvisible. You just see them.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
I
can
guess
see them
mine's
as
only
they
on
go.
an. Mine's only on a. Oh no, it is behind a spell or effect.
Yep. Go and give me that counteract check.
I have no idea what that means.
So you
Give
roll,
me a D20.
you roll Arcana against their spell save DC,
I can do that.
Yeah.
and then depending on the level,
No.
No.
So,
It's a 30. I will hero point that shit.
you just. Dear, you would notice that it is the shape, the magic itself, almost seems to be the shape of Bartholomew. As he seems to be returning back from going to the park, it seems. Do you say anything to anyone else?
If my
To,
magic fails,
Tia.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
wait, what did I say? Sorry.
You would see that you would sense the shape of Bartholomew coming through the front door.
Just all moves on to the front door.
That's very convenient, actually, because I was gonna be like, all right, let's go through the front door. He comes in. He's just absolutely dripping wet with a huge like fishnet bag over his back, and there's just water, just like still draining.
I
He
just
smells
sort
of the ocean.
of, I just
He's
sort of
walking down.
side eye him, and then yeah, I wouldn't say any. I would turn to Gaz and be like, "So about that, uh, associate of yours, big red one.
Big
How'd you
red.
find him?"
Damn it, I was talking to him, man.
The
You would
big
see,
one.
you would see them kind of go to here. Sorry, not they would go to here, as they seem to be. You kind of see immediately appearing right behind you, Adam. You just all of a sudden all see Bartholomew staring directly at you. As you just hear him say through this almost guttural teeth, "If you seek knowledge, I can show you texts that would make a sane man go crazy." As you see him giving a sharp, toothy grin.
Depending on what you have to offer, I'd be interested in that deal
Oh.
as well.
Sam,
I-
crazy, eh?
Ah, hidden knowledge. Now you got me intrigued. Yeah, just
I-
levels in it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Lead me to it.
As he kind of looks down at you as well, Gaz, he says,
Mm.
"I work in deals, and as you know, you're currently contracted on a deal of mine. So let's just say anything additional. Of course, I've given you the goal to retrieve the gem. If you find anything else of interest on your journey and are willing to throw it in with the gem, I might allow one of you access to my personal library.
What
For a
things?
few moments at least."
What things interest you, Charthok?
I have been around since wars past. I have been around since the creation of wars themselves. I have been in battles upon battles and seen the fall of kingdoms and the rise of rulers only to be taken by the next. I have seen that which, like I said, will have a sane man go crazy. I could only have you inside there for only a short time, as any time any longer, and I'd be worried about my new clients and their sanity. But I could allow a peek for anything interest you'd find along your journey, as there's always expanding things to collect.
Knowledge is an ever expanding resource with no limits.
And how would you choose which one of us gets access?
Whichever one of you brings me the most interesting object to add to my collection.
I have one question for you. Because it's the only
Yes.
way that I'll do whatever gimmick you think you want us to do. Do you have books relating to either potential necromancy or resurrection magic?
You kind of see him give you a very, oh, it's almost like a, almost you hear almost like a guttural. It's you. You would almost mistake it as a growl, before you just recognize it as him almost giving a soft chuckle. You just kind of hear him say, "Why do you think I need a diamond worth so much gold? You're a spellcaster yourself. I'm sure you can answer that yourself."
Interesting. Would I know
Um,
which spell he's talking about?
You would know that a diamond, as well as several, at least Gaz would as well as Tyr. You would know that a diamond worth a certain wealth is a requirement for a resurrection spell.
Ah. We get you this diamond, no questions asked. You don't fuck with us, and if we get you whatever else special, we might be able to get a gander at your library, which might be able to help us understand more. Is that correct?
I have said what I offer. You bring me something interesting. The most interesting thing bought from your recent excursion will have the right to the library that I possess, which is far greater than a singular tome or library here can possess.
All right, put it in paper and ink.
I'd be glad to, as you see him quickly form a contract in his hand with a 3 signatures attached.
Well, you have a quill, then. Yeah, right.
He's gonna step in front of guys. I know how these things are done. He's gonna take like a small knife and prick his finger and write his name in blood on the contract.
Ah,
it's gonna-
a 4th line to be added. How pleasing.
Catherine just looks at him, grabs the quill, signs it. The fuck, dude?
Adam
Gaz
is
also,
gonna have an equally weirded out look.
Gaz also normally sign it. You know, not all contracts have to be signed in blood, you know, right?
Kind of
Of course, not
kind of
all
a
of them.
cliche,
Well,
wouldn't
just
it?
Like
binds them.
that's been outdated for at least a few hundred centuries.
Over
But
in the
all
kitchen.
signatures are worth the same to me.
Hang on. Adam
Yeah,
actually
well,
wants
updated.
has learned from Catherine. Adam wants to actually read this contract. Are there any extra stipulations? Nothing
It
like
states
that?
that
Yeah,
it's basically
Oh,
just
yeah.
a contract. It is very, very basic. There is no. It essentially is just mentions that whoever can bring him the most interesting item as deemed by him will have access of upwards of 2 hours in his personal library.
Oh fuck
This
yeah,
is-
he's gonna sign that then.
Gaz is also before he signs, use his lantern to see if there's any hidden text or anything.
There would be
Then-
no hidden text within this. He wants an item,
Okay.
and he is willing to offer a browse in his personal library to those. He's willing to see almost like it's almost like a game to him to see who has the greatest pursuit of knowledge out of all of you.
Catherine's gonna look at Gaz for a second and just go, demons can't lie on their contracts.
Precisely. I want to see which one of you is the more likely to desire the knowledge I have. Will it be the book one, or the one with passion, or the one with curiosity? You can decide amongst yourselves.
Ah, she called you the book one. Points at Gaz.
What?
Wait, which one am I?
This tome
The
has
curious one.
more knowledge than you.
Description.
You would note, Gaz, that this would definitely expand your tome in a way that you have not expanded it in years.
Yep, Gaz is extremely interested in this and will do this. Gaz will expand the tome.
He's gonna look over to Gaz and say, so we have this deal, but I would still, if you're okay with it, if I could just have a look through your restricted books that you have.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
it's a matter of safety.
He
I suppose.
vanishes.
Well,
No,
what,
that's
in,
all right.
what knowledge do you seek?
Ancient knowledge on creatures.
You need to be a
Creatures that
piece
may have been forgotten.
The specialty.
nice. Do you have a date and time that they would have been around, gone missing, such?
No, I'm mostly working off of a hunch. But if I could
description?
look through some text and possibly match it to the behaviors that I know of, I might have a lead.
Well, go to my room castle and look through my private study and see if there's anything that resembles the creature you're trying to find. I've spent thing for it. I've spent a few years as when I've been traveling with Nilo about creatures as well as the recorded information in my tome. There might be some information about this creature that you seek.
Thank you.
I had to word that specifically because Tears behind me.
She was listening intently.
Well, I mean, after breakfast, if you want to lead the way.
You may complete your breakfast now, Gore, by the way.
Alright.
Lilo can
Meanwhile,
assist.
everyone's like, what doing? I'm over here in like what I assume is like demon contracts. Gore just has a shit ton of clams. He's like,
Can we
alright,
put a bell on that demon?
let me show you how to make stuffed clam,
I
clam
don't
chowder,
think putting a bell on a demon is an easy task.
raw clam.
No, but it would be funny.
It would be really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it would.
So, Gore is making like 5 different like dishes of like what is essentially clams, like steamed clam, stuffed clam, clam chowder. I don't even know what else I could actually make out of it. Hold on.
Steamed
I don't know
clams.
Clam.
Clam chowder.
Just
Glam, clam.
just raw
Why is it
clam
all
with, like,
clams?
Don't make clam sashimi, dude. That sounds horrible.
I don't know what the hell that
Clam
is.
tofu.
But making
Sashimi
it
is
for
thin cut
these
Thin
things
cut
are
meat.
not for
meat. Yeah.
They
I
all.
mean, if
they,
you want clams for breakfast, by all means, go ahead.
Ah, fuck.
Nilo, you still have your burritos. You look at them.
Yay.
Oh.
Sadly.
The sad burritos.
You realize that you only added the main ingredients, but they were unseasoned. You just like threw all.
No,
like,
it was just I didn't put enough. You were under seasoned. Not at all, just under seasoned.
Nagala goes ahead and puts out some dishes, and as you guys go ahead and probably try to touch the dish, he's like, "Not for you."
No.
I'll
You see,
just
the opinion of the tomatoes with Gore has raised a significant amount.
You guys need a break. Go ahead and get something to eat. It is out in the dining hall.
They
As
will-
Gore is putting away his apron that he had on for this.
Does it say kiss the cook on it? Is it like pink with a little heart on it?
No, it's actually just like somewhat frilly and has like pink
Oh.
colors.
Oh.
These rolls are
And
not
then-
very high. They give you 31 shells.
He's basically. I'll take it.
So,
As he goes ahead and just cleans up the kitchen at this point.
Nilo sits at the stool, just eats sadly, as his burritos don't taste as good as he was hoping, but he knew.
So, you didn't make burritos for everyone?
He only made burritos for themselves.
It's like he made burritos for everyone, but also it's just like they aren't even. He knew that it wasn't worthy enough for everyone to eat it. No
He just
one.
has a giant tray.
Just a giant
his
tray
lap.
of just burritos that he made for everyone, which was like 2 per person, and it's just fucked up,
Hey,
and he's just eating them.
Clover's
The-
gonna flutter over,
The
land on one of
tortilla.
the burritos. Yeah.
Can I do a later version of the Heroes Feast so I can just make basic food for everyone?
Basic food for.
So we don't have to just no
I have
breakfast.
been waiting.
I mean,
You-
I
I'll
can give
go,
you the burritos, but like Neil's going to feel bad if he does.
Clover takes a bite of the burritos and she gives a yummy mmm. She's not.
Don't lie to
and
me.
says,
This is
"Oh, they're great, Your Highness. They're great, Your
Yeah.
Majesty."
As
Nagala
you do that,
Don't
Catherine
worry, I
takes a
know.
bite of the burrito and then just and just it all comes back out.
Thank you for being honest. I tried.
Looks
I'm
like
not-
Gore.
What?
What happened to the salt, man? What happened to the salt?
Nagala is gonna take a salt shaker and just put it down as you guys fight over it.
It
Ah.
wasn't. It's like Neil, it's like you don't have to eat it. I understand.
I'd like to remind you
not-
the taste buds of an undead.
It's like I can't cook like my mom. I never understood seasonings.
Clover is on Nilo's head, preening his little tufts of hair, just trying to make him feel better.
The fire slime
Either
completely envelops one of the burritos and turns into a faint orange color. It is happy.
No.
It's
Well,
happy.
he liked it. Okay, so we need to do a
Yes.
bit of prep today.
Mhm.
That's
Gather some
fine.
things. We are going to run into town. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yes, that
that's
is
Well, we
okay.
better be. We
Um,
better be running into town. There's no food here. Someone.
Do we have the gold for the diamond that we are supposed to pick up?
Yes,
Uh,
Neil has found them.
Neither would
Nilo
have
has
the
the
two
gold.
the 2,800 gold.
Yes, Nilo was given the gold.
How are we traveling there?
You would actually travel there by not by portal. So this would be essentially you would be allowed, not even allowed. You would be equivalent to a series of, as you saw earlier, Gore, the not horses, but just so everyone doesn't have to go out to sea. Everyone is given their honkabos.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, the fucking geese. I was about to say, are they really there?
Yes, they're the honkabos.
Really there?
Oh,
Let me check my.
I'm just gonna walk.
There
I
is
do
there
have
is
good nature. She does like animals.
there is also, as you can see, there is one single special mount for the king themselves, which is this bird in particular,
Oh my
as
God.
manned by the small goblin.
Why
Oh,
are you so
God.
round?
yeah, y'all can take care of your stuff. Gaz, where are we going to meet after everyone is done?
Let me add
Let's meet
two.
at
Let me add 2 more honkabos. There we go.
Well, we're in the center of town. Or actually,
Taking that. What the hell?
That one's
Let's
for
meet-
Nila.
we
That's
could
the
meet-
for Neil.
king's.
That's Neil.
Yeah. We
Let's
could
meet.
meet.
I was just saying, let's meet back here and then head out. Here.
Yeah, that'd probably be smartest. Is there any questions before y'all head out?
What is the? What's gonna be our food situation for the road?
Gas.
Literally looks at Gaz and is just like,
I can make a
Like,
hero's
If it's
feast. So that
bland burrito, I swear to God.
I can
mean-
make food on the road at night for our trip, or during.
I
the day.
actually do
The-
know how to cook like,
Nilo,
rabbit.
y-
That I do know how to cook. I know how to
N-
season that right. We have been through
N-
trials.
They can season.
Yes.
They have specially trained.
yes, I know. Yes, I know that's the one food you can cook. But I would
But, like-
recommend everyone get some day travel food, dry meats, breads, just in case.
There's the
Yeah.
general, but-
Gotcha.
Yeah, I will say there was also oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, too bad the books didn't save. That's okay.
Nilo, I think you need this more than I do.
Was
Go ahead. Open it up. Yes, he's digging around in his bag. It's the same like area where he keeps the candies. Here, you can
Oh.
have this.
Oh,
Oh.
I love
Uh-huh.
Peepaw so much. He's
What
Peepaw.
What are
You can
our
describe what the
accommodations?
rock is if you want to.
go.
You have a stone of encouragement.
What are our accommodations on the
think-
road?
you?
Everyone looks at you.
Accommodations. Accommodations.
I can find
Gaz
something. if you need it.
accommodations.
I'll figure something out, guys. Don't worry about it.
Sorry. I'm
Well,
not good with organizing things. I kind of left that to Gaz.
No, but
Yes.
you have a great stone there.
You have
He's
need
sleeping on the
stone.
road.
He's sleeping on the road.
How
Uh,
many
s-
days will it take for us to get there? And are we traveling by land or sea?
Well, we'll be traveling by chocobos, which are land based.
I mean, they
Honkabos, Your
can
Majesty.
Honkaboa.
swim, but I wouldn't put too much weight on them.
You would know that the
Looks back.
Dwarven Kingdom is going to be south of you, about 3 days south. 3 to 4 days
Nope.
south on
It'll be a
Honkabo.
three. It'll be a 3 to 4 day travel by Honkaboa, depending on any trouble we run into with the road.
He seems like
Let me just go ahead and buy some tents then.
Oh, I know of an item that will cover all of us.
I know of an item
And
too.
that would
Is it the
be-
same item I'm thinking?
Is it a yurt?
No.
Is it
Oh,
is it
boy.
the explorer's yurt, which can hold 10 bedrolls, has various cooking utensils, and has basic food and water in it?
Oh, I was thinking about that, but it was too expensive for my taste. I was thinking the iron tent.
Well, we've
The
got
restaurant tent.
1,500 shells, and shells are equivalent to gold in this area. So
I don't know if anyone's even actually spending their goddamn shells.
The shells were supposed to replace the gold pieces that you actually got for your 2,300. Is what was
But
supposed to
I
happen.
spent like already 1,200 of it already just based on items.
I
alone.
didn't correct people. Y'all should probably use some extra starting gold anyways. But what are you? What item are you looking for, Catherine?
The yurt.
the yurt.
Is it why
It's
you?
called the explorer's yurt. It's 880 gold.
I was also thinking of vehicles,
What's
but
It's a way it can.
I'm looking at it.
Here's nothing more than simple roll of 10. It's perpetually.
If
smudged
you
with
want, Catherine, I can let you upscale cozy cabin to 4th level to mimic that. But it only can work for 6 people.
Could I have 5th level cozy cabin? Wait,
Uh,
no, we have 6 people. We have 6 people. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
what
so
if
you
you
have,
did-
I don't count Clover as like part of that.
We don't
and
count
Oh,
Clover as a
wow.
person.
Wow.
For
Damn,
space
we
don't-
storages, they kind of rest on top of atoms, like essentially they're with atoms, similar to like a lot of the things.
To be fair, also Clover, as far as I've flavored her, doesn't need to actually eat or sleep, so.
And technically, Nilo sleeps on top of someone else. So yes, I would say a 4th level cozy cabin would be able to mimic something similar, though you would not get the food benefits of the yurt, but you will get the housing benefits, but not the
Okay. I do also want to get Wizard's Tower at some point.
Oh, I know. Whoops.
Wizard's Tower.
Pasted chocobos.
Yeah, the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah. Well,
That's
there
a good
was also the mansion one that's I think level 7, or it's level 6 or 7. The Resplendent Mansion.
There was. I was looking at some stuff
There's a
that, and people were like, "It's not." The Resplendent Mansion is a 9th level
Yeah,
spell.
There was a 7th level variant of it.
Yeah.
I'll just let you upcast.
You
Cozy Cabin.
make a you basically make a mansion.
Yeah.
You use a 9th level spell slot to make a mansion.
So we just
I will-
have food to worry
I'm gonna
about
make a
then?
note.
Gaz would be able to feed you all
Ah,
once a
well,
day.
Gas would be able to make you a wonderful meal as long as he doesn't fail for everyone.
Once a day.
I can make food. You think we don't have ways to make food?
Like I said, level
I-
10, the
Rivals
basic
around.
level 10 basic things like food should not be as much of a concern outside of just roleplay potential.
I took a feat to get to make food.
I just want to make sure because I want to know if Adam should give like Catherine his shells and be like, "Hey, princess, pick me something up," and before he goes with Gaz.
You
Yeah.
can do that.
These
Okay,
guys
he's-
take
he
you
does
to.
that. Gives her a
I
little wink.
thank you.
So what does
Also,
everyone?
call me princess one more time, and I'm gonna skewer you through.
He just smirks.
So, if I may ask, so that I can also just make sure that everyone can meet back here. Where exactly are y'all planning on going, I guess?
Me and Adam are heading to my study to go over some books of mine.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
tagging along. I'm tagging along for that.
You're wait.
Hold up, what?
Tears- What? I guess turns around. Oh, you didn't ask to go see any of my books. You know you had interest in them.
Oh, of course. But
Oh.
as I said, you haven't been around for long. Just here you've acquired leagues of knowledge.
I showed you my
Impressive.
book. Please
Well,
respond.
well,
So short time.
normally someone asks instead of just saying their advice.
I believe I mentioned it. Did I not?
No, not at
Gaz, you have
all.
a faint memory of Nilo saying that as part of the agreement that you can't keep secrets from each other. Just the nagging words of Nilo just pop in your head, reminding you that you can't keep secrets.
Gaz ignores it completely.
Adam is just glaring at Tia from above, from over Daz's head.
Actually,
Suspicious.
Adam, real quick, find anything on necromancy, just let me know. That'll be your trade-off for me getting you all your food.
Gaz literally necromantically
Right.
like lich.
I'll see what I'll keep an eye out.
All I need you to do,
Yeah.
and if you fail, whatever.
Yeah, you're
But
back.
last question
Forget it.
before we go ahead and depart. Does anyone know Dwarvish?
I do.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank
I
God
come
we
from a
actually
trading
have
don't.
someone.
family. Of course,
Wait,
we've
who
done the work
doesn't?
now.
Why wouldn't you know Dwarven? It's the kingdom nearby.
I thought I had Dwarven.
No.
I
Whatever.
mean, I'm sorry, I don't know it. I kind of stuck with mostly undead things, because that's what I interact
Oh.
with more on the daily.
It's fine. I can
Interesting.
use some magic if we need to.
No.
Actually,
Oh,
did
yeah.
I have
Also-
one
Right.
language? If it
Also,
exists.
Gore, where are you going?
What do you mean?
Are you going somewhere before we leave? Are you staying here? What's up?
If anything, I'm going to teach your otters how to cook good food.
Papa?
What?
Yes.
We've lived many, many centuries, Papa. But any new knowledge is always knowledge to gain, Papa. You are unsure of the age of these otters, but they
So
say
I'm
it is at
running
least
the-
centuries.
Well, first of all,
So-
I'm going to teach them how to farm clams.
Catherine?
So I'm going to be running in town by myself. Am I gonna just get food for all of you? I'll just get food for all of us. Okay,
Yeah.
go give me a list of ingredients for what you want that you can prep on the road that aren't clams. I'm not eating 5 days worth of clams. I'm gonna get
It's not
bloated.
for me.
And I
Don't
don't like
even
that. And you wouldn't like me if I'm bloated. So, get me a list.
You confuse the druid pet shop with the
Are you-
grocery store.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
This one looks pretty good.
I mean,
For-
in all honesty, half of them can actually
Yes.
be used for food, but like,
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Ma'am,
god.
ma'am, that's a chihuahua. What? Oh, fuck!
um, now what was I gonna say?
I should be fine. If I eat anything, it is out of pure pleasure and nothing else.
If
That's not. I needed. Are you. Whatever. I'll find stuff. I'll figure it out. I'm a
Please,
can
horrible.
you get
no
rabbit?
pets.
I
I can cook rabbit. Actually, don't even worry about it. I can hunt it on the way. Um,
She just like
So-
points a finger at you when you say rabbit, and then just as you say that, she just lets it go.
What? Never
Fine.
mind.
Don't worry about it.
Can y'all try to just meet back here, like either at like what time would it be? It'd still be early morning, yeah, like breakfast. Okay.
We should leave at
So,
noon.
like,
It'll give us about
lunch-
8 hours of daylight.
I was gonna say like lunch, maybe even like 2-ish.
Is that dung beetle?
Okay. King Nilo, did you want to come with me, or are you going to stay here and finish up some
Oh my god,
tasks?
he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking about the
I
druid
mean,
pet
I
shop.
guess I'll go. I'll go.
I don't know your town well, so I mean, any help
Yeah,
would be.
I'll help.
I was
Yeah.
not joking about the druid
And-
pet shop.
Yes, I will protect you to the best of my ability, no matter what.
Thank you.
What is this thing?
I will be acting guard as well as getting all of this sorted.
That's a coconut crab, by the way. Gore, that's a coconut crab.
Uh,
Oh,
Fuck
thank
off.
God it's
or-
not an actual coconut crab. Those things are fucking terrifying.
It's a coconut crab.
The coconut crab.
Do not
Much
confuse
very
us with the
hungry.
grocery store.
Why do we hear that if they don't confuse it with their coconut?
I just want to show. I just want to show this off. I like it a lot. It probably won't come out.
Interesting
Yeah,
fact.
the cat picado. I
This is
don't
where-
remember
this
what
is-
this was named at one point.
This is where Catherine, I think, would have originally ended up thinking that this was the grocery store before realizing it is not the grocery store.
Yeah, walks in. It's the like montage. Walks in. Nilo's scooting Catherine back out, like holding an avocado. Like what?
This is the pet shop, not grocery. It's a few doors down. I know it's confusing.
Oh, my bad. Apologies, little one. And she just like passes it back into the shop.
Just hugs it. Just bowls it like a bowling ball.
Okay,
Avocado comes
so
rolling back inside.
need non-perishables, things like that aren't gonna go bad. Breads, potatoes, grains.
Spiciest peppers.
It's still perishable though.
Yes.
Please get like.
Well, if they're dried and hung correctly, they should be fine.
To be fair, you're also going on a 5-day journey. Well, 3
Yeah.
to 4, 5-day journey.
It's not that. It's not
So-
that.
Well, I mean,
Well, 6-day
we're-
journey round trip.
Yeah.
but we're assuming that we probably can restock in the Jordan town.
That's
You
true.
would,
Yeah.
Tia
Do
would
we-
be Tia would be able to tell you about the thriving dwarven economy.
Okay, so-
Hard of whiskey.
So really, we just need small things that will make it to where
Do a couple
we
days,
are-
jerkies,
yeah.
things like that. Perfect.
I like to
Mangoes,
imagine as they come
definitely
out, they just
mangoes.
see Bagala come out of the candy store.
Oh my god, I love you, Peapod.
Looks at
There is-
Magala as he's like
butterscotch.
storming back to the castle.
Pouring butterscotch in his head.
Yeah, it's
in his
those
eye hole.
Werther's caramel.
The
Those
Werther.
Yeah.
strawberry candies that I actually know where they're from, but like I cannot name it. I think they're literally called strawberry
Okay.
candies.
And if you'd like to meet up at the, if you are worried about food, you can always ask. There is an official diner in town as well. Let me make sure we go to the actual
Oh, I'm
diner.
hitting that up for breakfast. Are you kidding?
They only sell clam-based meals.
Nah, they have extra dimensional. They have meat from extra dimensions.
Extra dimensional
Extra
meat. That's
dimension meat.
cursed.
Serge's just taking this chance to show all the maps that he hasn't been able to use yet.
This
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
diner. If you'd like to
Huh?
end up in the diner as
I
well.
miss all of
to
these
me-
maps. I don't, and they're going to be gone forever.
Yes, I mean, people. Wait a second. That person seems a bit familiar.
Golden
Wait.
child.
Wait a second. Wait a second here.
You reckon? How
Uh,
do you recognize me? A lot of these look
Not gonna
real
lie.
familiar.
A lot of them. look
Zerda, this was
really-
the craziest shit you've ever fucking done.
I have no idea what that. That's why I
You,
remember.
no one needs to know, but
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
craziest shit you've ever done.
Oh my
Also,
god.
by the way,
Yeah.
this is Pocket's character. For anyone wondering, this is actually
Yeah.
Pocket's character.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's Ruckus.
Yeah.
That's Chuckle's character.
Yep. I was
There's
there.
there's original Gormagala. My
Oh
two
my
boys
goodness.
down. My two boys down here.
Original Gormagal.
Okay,
There can
it's your
only be
friend.
one.
Bobby?
There can only be one.
I will say
Slade.
is instead of meeting
we
up
gonna
back up at the castle, if you'd like to meet up at the diner instead of the
Yeah.
castle, I would recommend that.
We're
as
getting
well.
BLTs
Yeah.
for lunch.
After
Yes, like,
It'll be
realizing-
around
so
lunchtime
funny.
anyways. Nila's trying to treat y'all.
After realizing what Nilo cooked, you all decided to meet up at the diner for breakfast the next morning.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, could we say that before we left, I will burn a 5th level the telepathic bond, and hook up with Gaz and Gormagala.
Okay, yeah, you can hook up with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't
Gaz,
think he's the same
Gormagala, and yeah, what is it? Gaz, Gormagala, and Adam. I guess, and yeah, I'll just pair with the 4 that aren't with us.
Mhm.
It just kind of, just we're like in the pet, like we're like getting like groceries or stuff like that, and then you're like, oh, like let's go to the diner for lunch, and I'll just like telepathically. King Nilo has requested we meet at the diner for lunch. This is Catherine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we're meeting at the diner.
I will say you do get like this horrible like almost like a feedback loop of like psychic sort of static at all times when you do this.
Wait, who is giving me the feedback?
Tio.
That is tier. Yeah.
Uh,
It's like a white noise. This is sort of faint but omnipresent.
yeah, Catherine kind of zonks out for a little bit, and then. Sorry.
You
Kind of
realize, also Adam, inside the restaurant, you realize that you recognize all 4 of these people from the brothel the other night, and they all seem to be eating together.
Nice. Do we not get a chance to have Adam
Like-
in
like
the
the-
library?
In the library
Uh,
scene.
Yes, I don't really have a proper library scene.
We can just
I
Peter
yeah,
of the
you can
mind
just-
it. I don't mind.
Peter of the
Yeah.
mind. Peter of the mind.
Yeah.
Backing up.
Backing up. Just there, I knew about Lotus' idea about the library. I was like, so Tyr's trying to go with us, right?
Nah, he doped out
No.
of it. He's like, alright.
No,
He got the death stare and he's like, alright.
nah.
Alright. He got the hint.
Mm.
He's all prepping stuff.
Mm.
Heading to the chocobos.
Yeah.
Aw.
He goes
Yelling
down
at
the hall.
servants.
Follow me, Adam. As then, guys, like, you see you take out a key and open the door to his study. You just see a room filled to the brim with books and other alchemical items. So,
Yeah.
what specifically are you looking for?
I have a list of traits, I suppose, that I need to match or try to match to any possible creatures.
So guys grabs like the wheel that spins around the room so you can get tire shelves. Okay, you like push it to the creature section. Start to listing their traits and we'll find what this creature may be.
Well, humanoid.
Unknown section.
Anything good at perhaps influencing others?
Influential creature. Mind magic based, physical based, magic vault at all.
I don't know.
Undefined. Okay. Search under all 3 then. Continue.
Something that presents as human or mortal and is something more.
something more. So humanoid creature, seductive nature, or mind controlling
Something
nature.
very manipulative and
Manipulation. So shape changer in general, or something more than that.
again, I can't be sure.
Just
I've only ever seen this creature in one form.
one form. Okay. Any other traits? Or is that all you have?
Anything that might disguise itself as, say, a beautiful woman.
Any particular one? Okay. Yes, looking through. Anything else you have? This guy's down like one shelf.
not not that I can think of.
Here, let me search my tone
Give
for a
me
second.
a flat d20, guys.
Not okay.
Ooh.
I
You
don't know
aren't
that
being
roll from.
you aren't able to. Vargas suddenly appears.
The first
Uh,
opportunity is fine.
Thaumaturge moment. I don't know why Vargas of all. I don't. I'd like to remind you,
Why
Vargas
do you
is not.
wait?
This is a whole new world. I'd like to remind you, this is literally a brand new world.
Rockets has
Comes
turns.
in, he comes in once and he takes over. Takes over again.
I think so.
Can you message me in private just to make sure I know who you're talking about, Allie?
Hang on.
I just want to make sure I
Yeah.
have the right one, because it could be two people. I want to make I'm pretty sure I know, but I want to make sure before I say
I mean, you're
that.
probably right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I just want to confirm. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure. Message me if you think that they would have anything. I want you to tell me that. I want you to message me to think if they had anything on it.
What, like, what do you?
Yeah,
what do you
message me if you think that guys would have information on them. Yes or no?
Mean? Alright.
I would say yes. You would able to find something similar. With that 18, you would find something similar in that book, though it is essentially an older sense. It's still a little bit hazy exactly how much you know, as you can only find essentially the singular creature type itself. Um, essentially, yeah. We'll go with that for a second. As you're trying to find, as you're kind of like trying to skim over to make sure you have the right person.
What is the creature type? I'm gonna note that down. Or is that also typing?
I don't think we said. I forget what. I'm trying to think if you actually said what like race she is.
I think I said human.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said human, but the way you were describing it, I want to make sure if she didn't
It's
think that.
human, but something more than human.
You would know that you would basically find it in an old tome about essentially that which is associated with cult type things. You found an old book that mentions a certain creature, though it is essentially unnamed in your book. But there was a human that was very, very strongly associated with a old cult.
Is the name listed in the tome?
The name was under. It would be. You'd see the name, but the actual name it lists is just that which is essentially like it would be essentially a nickname for them.
What is?
What is the nickname?
I know. I'm trying to make sure because this is backstory related, so I'm just making sure I don't say anything wrong. We will come back to this in a moment while I make sure I'm getting everything, just so I don't say anything wrong.
I appreciate you, Zerda.
Yeah, I don't want to end up saying something wrong, so I'd rather just give it a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's go to the diner scene for now. I will have this off stream just to make sure that I get everything right.
Also, Zerda, I am buying that whistle that we
Yes, you may
talked
buy.
about.
Yes, you may have that whistle in your person now.
And
You
one
found
more
And it
it?
thing
is
before. No, go
labeled
ahead.
Go ahead.
correctly.
One more thing, because Adam did promise Catherine, is there anything on necromancy? You can just tell me yes or no.
That would be Gaz. I will say Gaz.
Yes, do you have anything on necromancy that...
On necromancy, exact. Guys like pulled out like the old tome as well, and you continue with the necromancy. What necromancy
I
just
don't
in
know.
general.
She just
But
said necromancy.
oh
I
yeah,
think she mentioned
yeah,
something
but
about
Catherine, reincarnation. That is actually something I've studied a lot. Surprisingly, in my times with the Gaz is gonna go over to like a sec. He's gonna wheel around to like this big section, all about reincarnation, and other ways to bring someone back to life. You can see there's a well-detailed section that's well categorized.
Well, shit. How does she expect me to look through all this?
Yeah, that is something I actually specialized in research. Though some ways were less fruitful than others.
You got anything that, I don't know, will actually work, I guess?
What?
Start at the basics, baby.
The only thing that you would know, Gaz, that especially like one of the biggest things of what they were referring to is that in order for them to come back, A, the soul has to be willing, and B, the Grim Reaper themselves have to essentially accept the loss of soul from their essential, as in like the soul is waiting, and this essentially the Grim Reaper has to essentially give the okay for the soul to come back.
Well, Gaz is gonna grab his tome, and he's gonna flip to the very back section because his tome is the tome from is the book directly about the Great Reaper God. So the baseline for a resurrection, at least, he has it listed down. The soul needs to be willing, and you also need to earn the God of Death's favor to allow the soul to go missing from its realm. That is depending. There is workarounds, though it always catches up in the end in most cases. For long dead, anyway. Did she ever say how long her brother was dead?
Fuck if I know.
Okay. Gaz is gonna. Well, seeing as she's been studying necromancy, I'm not assuming any of the basics here. Gaz is gonna grab some necromancy grab like 2 necromancy books from the midsection. And then he's gonna grab 1 book from the bottom section. Here. Take these 3 together. These will help at least expand her knowledge on necromancy and maybe give her access to what she needs.
Can I have that other novel as well with the
Oh, yes.
person? Thank you.
I'm sorry it's a bit undetailed. There wasn't much known in this tome.
No,
But I do hope the knowledge does treat you well. It gives you at least some insight to what you need.
I wasn't expecting direct answers anyways. It's alright.
Some knowledge
you.
is some knowledge is a hard time of finding what you want in it.
Yeah. And sorry again about the whole brothel thing.
It's fine. It's fine.
And
Just
we
let
will,
us.
I will say we will start next session with the library scene as a kind of like flashback. We will essentially just do the whole thing that they were looking for next session. We will start that essentially as the start of the next session along with the recap. What I do is to make sure a little bit more research. Just give Ellie the best. Let's get to dinner time so everyone can be included.
Diner time. It's lunchtime, baby. It's
Choose
what I'm
your
talking
sitting
about.
positions.
There's only 4 tables. Like,
Only 4 slots.
Yeah, choose your sitting position. There's one really awkward,
Me.
there's a little awkward guy. He seems to be half Martin, half
Mhm.
human. Some tables are already full. There's one guy in like this heavy clad like plate mail. There's a weird automaton along with a what looks to be sentient dragon automaton. The automaton corner. There's a kobold and some orcish looking creature that seems to be sitting together.
Anyone that attempts to go over there, I'm gonna stop them. Just like no.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Adam's gonna come up to Catherine and just slam the books down on the table and say, "Here. Hopefully this helps with your situation."
She kind of, because she'd been sitting there for a little bit, she'll stand up, come over, slight kiss on the cheek, thank you, and then she'll grab the books and put them in her bag for the time being.
You notice Adam keeping one of them.
It's fine. We got some food. Should be good for the next couple of days. Got some other fun things. Gore's got us covered on the sweet side, I noticed.
As you can just hear him just like have a butterscotch.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're like old man sucking sound.
I love Peepaw so much.
Do you got mango anything?
He gives you a dried mango.
Good enough. And just starts chowing down.
It's dried candy mango, just so you know.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mango.
So, preparations are coming on their way. Should
We
be
just
able to head
gotta-
out here shortly.
Pull up a chair.
Yeah, pull up a chair. Pull up a chair, you two. You see, there's a booster. Catherine put a booster seat at the end.
Gaz just takes it out and puts an actual seat in.
Oh my god.
His head can't reach above the table.
Catherine just
It's gonna be upside
Catherine
down,
just
it's
looks at
fine.
him and just.
Gaz gets up, puts down the booster seat, and then gets back on the chair.
I was just trying to help.
Alright. We
We'll
gotta
get
say
some
we get
food
some,
and
get
go
some
from there.
fancy. Celebrate the, this is our first excursion together after all. Say,
So far,
Neela,
so good.
Neela, what's your specialty?
I can understand what you're saying. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Let's see if I
Specialty?
can actually
Specialty, yeah.
find the menu.
I know they used to have kebabs, I know that.
Oh yeah, the actual menu.
There was an actual menu.
Yeah, there was.
Oh my god.
Let me
Find
find. Yeah, keep talking amongst yourselves. I'll find the menu slowly. The
Alright.
server is not with you yet.
It seems like the
Oh.
demon honors running a little bit late with the menus.
They're
Yeah.
busy, it's fine.
It's a diner. We
Um,
can assume that it most likely is quick foods ranging from burgers to BLTs to other sandwich things. Most likely, due to oysters being a large part of this area, there is probably some form of oyster dish, probably with some kind of pre-cooked pasta or something like that.
You got weirdly specific there.
I
There
like
is all of
food.
that as well as fine pasta dishes. It is based off an Italian restaurant. As Paris, think like Paris, Italy.
Oh, so they actually have pizzas, because pizzas in Paris only take 2 minutes to cook.
Yeah, I think
Really?
Fun
I didn't know
fact.
that.
The wood
This is
stoves that they have are literally like they build them out of bricks, and then they have wood fires going in the corner. And after the pizza is made and everything like that, they'll put it in on one side, put it in for 2 minutes, flip it, like rotate it 180 degrees,
Yeah.
and then sometimes they'll even hold it up because it'll be domed, and all that heat's coming up on the dome, and they'll hold it up a bit to that dome to char the top of it.
Mm.
I learned
This
something
piece is
new.
amazing.
This is what
Um,
happens. I've been going down a food hole recently, and like this is what's
I can
happening.
tell.
The food hole.
I
So
find it
everyone,
interesting.
Ew.
so everyone has found everything they need, I would assume.
Yes, I figured out I did a little bit of working on one of my spells, and we should be good for at least coverage. And then we got the food that we needed. You checked in on. You got the knowledge you were searching for. Tyr, what were you doing?
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, I was mostly just hanging around, doing a little bit of
Just
study,
existing.
you know.
Just traveling around the city, I'm assuming.
Yeah, checking out the place, enjoying the theater.
Understandable. It's a nice town.
It's
We try.
beautiful in the spring. My lord.
There are definitely some improvements that can be made, but are not necessary for any town.
I actually found the
Yeah.
menu.
You found the
Some
menu.
things are
It was on roll
questionable,
20.
but the scenery.
Oh yeah, of course it was on roll 20, because we haven't been here since roll 20.
Yep. I will post the menu in. I will post the menu in the Tuesday chat. Boom! I actually have a menu.
Was there kebabs or was I imagining shit?
There does look to be. Let's see.
No, it was the duck pod
Huh.
stickers that I was
Yeah.
remembering.
There's also new
That's
papu
what it
clam
was.
chowder.
Well,
Are they
yeah.
clams or oysters?
They have both.
Oh, okay. Different clams commonly have like linguine and stuff like that, whereas oysters are more like you can get like deep fried oysters, but they're usually by themselves and then seasoned and added to it.
There's
But
the
clam has its own mess in and of itself.
Clam is complicated.
The last three items are actually in-game items from BDO: the cheese gratin, meat croquette, and smoked fish steak.
Would it be considered rude if I was to get catnip?
Oh
To
my
get
god.
Huh?
Catnip.
Catnip.
Trying to purchase catnip.
I mean,
There is catnip that do exist, and I'm content to buy it just because.
no, I don't think.
I
Yeah,
don't-
second token.
But you're just going to get the like. Yeah, I mean no. But yeah, y'all figure out what you want. I'll take care of it.
Fish steak. He takes a swig of his.
It's only
Takes a
in,
swig.
it's only in all prices are in shells.
See you in together.
Hell yeah.
And I guess I'm going to get my usual of jumbo shrimp cocktail.
Jumbo shrimp cocktail.
Yep.
Magal is just enjoying his candies.
Oh,
Mediterranean
young Greg.
salad sounds excellent. Probably if they could add I'll ask if they can add some shrimp to the side of it. Probably be delicious.
I'll be
Wait,
going with
three extra clams, purple.
Shrimp, not. You're gonna put clams
Three
in it
extra
anyway.
clams.
Yeah, put it on the side.
Who claimed it anyway?
Just put them on the side. Just put them on the side.
They think that you're mentioning they're mentioning the price, but
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm confused. I thought you were saying you were putting clams on. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Also, as you can see, here's a bunch of recipes with clams.
you give
I'll
them
be going
recipes
quick.
of clams.
They're all recipes that have clams in them.
You see your various technically. This will go great for the kitchen. Purple. I will take her right to the kitchen. Beep.
Oh, are you saying I'll hand them the recipes that I just posted?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
These will help, and it'll just like slide a couple sheets of paper with these like recipes on them, and then I'll
Um,
just look at Nilo. What? There's a lot of good cuisines all around the world.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm also going to get. Gaz has no choice. He is getting the duck pot stickers. That's what he is getting.
Yeah, I'm getting the
Because-
Cafe Venice mussels with red sauce. It's gonna be delicious. And a fine white wine if they have it.
They do have
You're
really good. They have really good wine here. I think you'll enjoy it.
Hmm.
Um,
Thank God. Gotta be honest, the traveling alcohol is just abysmal compared to real wine.
I mean, as long as it gets the job done.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
No, it's about the
we
experience.
try, or at least this like restaurant does a lot of like they have a good mixture, but I do suggest their dessert wines.
Dessert wine?
But fun fact, Pinot Gris is a good pairing for oysters,
Oh.
and that is a white wine.
2 packets, I'm getting sausage.
Adam has already accepted he's not going to be allowed. Whoever's not going to let him. So he's just sipping his flask.
Catherine's just
Grumpily.
drinking
Yeah,
water.
I
Wow.
want
Just grumpily.
I'm going to take a glass of blackberry wine. Yes.
You see, as they you bring them all the you bring they go and they take the orders and they look at all you and they are very pleased by this menu order.
God, we're at Six Top. We're a bunch of assholes. Oh,
Well, what?
Hell yeah.
my time in the service industry just hurts me real quick because it's a Six Top and it's just like, we're all ordering very different dishes that don't have a lot of consistency between them. It's like, oh.
To be fair, every
Yeah.
day in food service is hell, like, no matter what.
That's yeah. It just as long as we're not like we're not an 11 top, so like we're fine. We could have been worse.
As
Could've
you
worse.
everyone, give me a perception
But
check.
I could have eaten.
Perception.
Miguel doesn't need to eat, so
Hey,
he's just like,
35.
alright, yeah.
Roll the 4.
Give me a second. I can't just double click now. That. Or maybe I just can't pull up my sheet. That might also be a thing. Okay.
I got
Do you have
you.
your
Oh, no.
character selected?
There you go.
Nope. I was actually missing no, even that disconnect couldn't fix it. Okay, got it.
You wanted
Yeah, I
18.
need someone to do it for me. Yes, please.
If anyone's seeing
I already
Miguel right
rolled
now,
once
he's
for
just
it.
flipping through a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
gotta roll. You got a perception roll.
notes right now.
It's a shit one, but it happened.
I can't see it
It's
Go on,
because
make
I
that perception.
disconnected.
Oh, it's 18.
Okay.
So me and Gaz have the highest.
Let's see if Gore can get another net 20.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about perception right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Are you PC?
A
Close.
Gaz
Nicole?
and Gore specifically and Adam, you almost hear what sounds like very loud talking, especially where y'all are kind of, you don't see it, Gore, you kind of hear the loud talking as you look kind of almost beside, do you look out the window behind you, Gore?
I would probably go and take note of like the surroundings since I'm not really eating at the moment, and everyone's just discussing amongst themselves. So yes, what do I see?
You see someone rapidly coming to the diner as they seem to be making their way to get their food after what looks to be a very successful day. As you just see go into the diner,
Yes.
They seem to be
Go
coated
ahead.
in a little bit of gore itself. Their little tendrils to their body seem to be having almost a sheen of freshly spouted blood on them as they seem to be slithering in. Says, "Oh my God, it's King Nilo."
Oh god.
Ah, it's the worm is back.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan, Nilo. You'd see me in the Coliseum. I defeated like 7 people today. The best of the warriors I could find today. I'm getting so strong.
Yeah.
It slowly swarms up, pushing some chairs beside to be right
Hey.
next to you.
Yeah. Hey.
I guess thank you so much for employing me here. You kind of see him wiggling around in excitement. I heard the diner over here was serving all kinds of food, and you kind of see him. You kind of see him witch his tail around and like plop down like a huge bag, and the bag is just overflowing with shells. Like an insurmountable number of shells just start pouring out of this bag. The least I could do for you is at least buy you a meal and drinks for all your friends. You see it kind of wiggling happily. I'm such a big fan. It's so nice to finally have employment in a place that actually pays me. I've been fighting for free for all these years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's shells.
Um. I mean, you
He
don't.
has no gold on him whatsoever. It is entirely just this giant bag of shells he got from the arena.
It's like you don't. You don't have to do that. Um.
You're getting a lot of strange looks from the customers around here.
How about you just sit sit at that table because there sadly isn't any seats over here.
You
Just
see as he stares you directly in the eyes. You see his little snaky tail kind of pulls up like 4 extra chairs from around the area as he just kind of lays across like 4 chairs that are all facing each other.
yeah. Um. So I
Okay.
take it that your new assigned job has been going really well.
Oh yeah, I'm training all the people. There's even a few Demators. Only one of them's been able to beat me so far. It's been fantastic.
Wait,
Making sure
I'm gonna
you ain't like
cast-
doing too much damage, right?
Oh no, they have a fantastic medical system here. I don't know why they have such care about keeping people alive, but it helps me.
How uncomfortable does Neo look?
Very. He is
Great.
fidgeting as his wings are like twitching. It's like his like he's not facing towards any of you right now. He's facing the worm, and it's just like it,
Oh
all
yes,
signs of like
Yeah, I'm gonna.
agitated cat.
oh yes, Papu, the great worm Papu. I've seen you in the arena. It's gonna be. What can I have for you to order today, Papu? Kind of just
I'm gonna-
wiggles around in excitement at being called the great worm.
I'm just gonna cast messages and sort of telepathically like ask Nilo, "Hey, do you want him to leave?"
He's already ordering like at least like 2 hot pots of food.
We can't
So-
ask him to leave. But there might be other ways
It's fine.
to sort them.
If it's okay, well, whenever obviously we get our food and you get yours, if we just like uh it'll be hard for me to continue to talk to you while we both eat.
Oh yeah, by all
Is it
means.
okay?
Oh yeah. I'll wait here and we can both get our food. Maybe we'll get them those time same time together. Oh, it's been so long. I've been seeing only people going like and that hurt and stop hitting me. It's great to have actual conversations.
I mean that's great, but I will say Probably after me and my group, me and my guards get done eating, we are probably going to set off. So I won't have much time to talk. But whenever we come back, uh, like one afternoon of like at least 3 hours, at most 3 hours.
Yeah, you say 3 hours, and Catherine like puts her hand on yours. Like,
Most 3 hours. We can just like chill out and talk if you want.
I can't wait to tell you about all the interesting people in the arena. That one otter that beat me, I still can't figure out how he did it.
Yeah, Neela's going to look at the Demotter and is just going to be like, "Please hurry." He's not going to say it, but like he's going to give that look of, "Please hurry."
They quickly go
rush
back
order.
and get...
Rush order.
Sprint.
I'm just gonna telepathically talk to Gaz real quick because I have everybody linked up right now. And just go. Does Nilo commonly make promises like that?
Every single day.
Oh my god, we're fucked.
Oh
Does
god.
Nilo hear this, or is it just you
No,
specifically
it's
going
telepathic.
for like
This is
Gaz?
everybody but you because I could only
Okay.
do 4 and you were with me, so I didn't think to hook you in.
That's
Last-
fair. That's fair.
This is the
Even-
guard chat. This is
even-
the.
Even in just the last week, they've almost sold the kingdom off to the Favram 3 times. This
Oh
is
my
why I'm.
goodness.
This is why I'm here.
Yeah, no, I. Oh my goodness, I do not envy you
Yes.
at all.
No, no one should.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Neela's a good person, though. The incompetence, on the other hand.
That's just
And here's the
impressive.
food for everyone.
Seems
Oh,
good food is here.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll
Great.
talk. Eventually, whenever I come back.
Oh, you
I
gotta
am going
touch
to
it
eat
now.
though. Mm-mm.
You just see Catherine flip open a book and just write something down real quick and then close it and put it in her bag.
She will.
Milo
you
is
just
going to turn around to eat.
you see what looks to be 2 giant hot pots of food that seem to be brought out for the worm itself. As you see his muzzle just kind of dig directly into like the pot of each. It
I
hungrily
deal with
consumes.
that. I deal with that anyway. Oh god, I can't. Why didn't I take silence? Oh god.
Nilo just calmly, as his like ear flicks, is just calmly picks up one of his shrimp and just takes a bite. And
You get
just,
another
like,
shrimp landing in your
enjoying it.
dish from him eating so voraciously.
I'm going to
as
pick
he
up my
takes
food.
another shrimp and eats it. And
You notice that
savoring
you notice that this thing literally eats so fast that like by the time you just kind of get done looking at him, all food has been consumed. Just okay, well, time to go back to killing things or almost injuring things. I'll see you later, Nilo.
Goodbye. As he
No.
like gives a very nervous like hand wave. Fuck. Okay.
Why have I told you
Also,
about
Gaz,
making
I
food?
know that you kind of like stepped away to like,
Mhm.
I don't know, you were off in your own world whenever we were ordering food. I ended up getting you the thing that I only ever get you when you aren't paying attention. The
Duck pot stickers.
duck pot stickers.
You know what? Every time
Because
we
you
can
look
pray,
like
oh,
a bird.
Just say as they have that cat-like
Oh,
grin.
that makes a lot of
Hey,
sense.
in all honesty though, those pot stickers are great, and you know they are.
I mean, they're fine, but I always order the scallops right here.
And yet
Everything.
you were out of it whenever we were taking our order, and we weren't going to wait. you knew this was going to happen if you weren't paying attention.
You
like
see the
every
group
other
from
time.
Adam. You see the group from the brothel finally finish their food and begin to head out.
He kind of, he doesn't really care, honestly. But I feel like Clover is going to fly over to Gaz and look at the food, look at him, and say, "Does this count as cannibalism?"
No. They're two different types of birds. I was like, I thumb. Calls
yes,
a little
yes.
piece.
I'm horrified.
Oh, he's gonna happily munch on it.
Don't they choke on that? Wouldn't she choke on that?
Magically infused teeth.
He's a fem.
That's
No,
Right.
she
She's a
doesn't have
familiar.
teeth. She can just swallow it.
That's even worse.
No, just,
Its beak opens and you see just 17 rows of sharpened teeth.
No, I like to think it just opens like unhinges like a snake's jaw.
oh, let me actually
And
do that.
it's like the most disturbing thing you've ever seen, but Adam is completely unfazed.
Let me go ahead and get Clover out there. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about your bird, Clover. Are we gonna talk about that?
Talk about what?
what?
What? Nothing. Never mind. Never mind. You enjoying the food? Is everyone enjoying the food?
Good.
Yeah.
It's
Eh.
exquisite. Yeah.
We definitely need to get you some salt from some of the salt mines, though.
What happened? What
You,
was
you
this
could
salt
see,
into
like in Begala's pack, they're just like a small spice rack, sticking out ever so slightly.
I don't remember my modifiers to roll that. Damn it.
Bro, do you have
I'm
any?
going.
What are you rolling, Nilo?
I was going to roll stealth actually.
That was actually funny.
Do I have any?
You're
What?
not boost.
Plus, not
My
so-
idea wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
What?
I say I'll roll perception because Adam's being pretty quiet and just watching everyone. So
Because I was going to be like, it's like Nilo's going to look at his wine that he has yet to touch, and then look at Adam, because he kind of knows that he at least wants some, or something.
Adam's just giving this really confused look.
So, which kind of salt? Are we talking about kosher salt, sea salt, Florida salt?
Sea salt and garlic.
Yeah, those. No big deal.
Actually, you would
Everyone
know
is
that actually, Catherine and Tio, give me a society check.
Jesus.
So sweet.
I'm so glad I'm proficient in society. It doesn't fucking matter though.
Actually, that's enough. Actually, 22 is actually enough. You would know that the salt comes from the Dwarven Mountains.
Yeah, we'll have to. I think we're going to have to pick up some more salt from these dwarves here for just to help out with some seasoning. I know you guys literally have rot tongue, but those of us that don't do prefer a little bit of seasoning.
I'm sure we could pick up some at a decent discount. My family does extensive trade with the dwarves.
Oh, lovely. That's actually good to know. I will keep that in mind.
I mean, I've heard the dwarves
Yeah,
are like, like kind people, which honestly, for the most part, everyone around
Most
here
of the
is. But
time.
also,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's like they're like their equipment is usually really well done.
Oh yeah. You give them a good value
Oh.
on
So, Adam, are you just bad with alcohol, or do you have any deeper issues that you wish to share with the party?
Gore, don't
Who the fuck
pressure.
just starts like that? I'm saying that
Gore,
in character too.
apparently.
He's
Yeah.
like, who the
Gore-
fuck starts a conversation like that?
Someone that is concerned.
That it's fine to be concerned, but also, Gore, don't start a conversation like that, please.
have a tad of
'Cause-
tact.
Just
You think you
No,
cannot
not
just
that far.
obviously see this that Adam is physically restraining themselves at every corner to just have a drink? Is it the action of drinking itself or the actions that happen after that scare you?
Clover's gonna immediately pipe up and say, "Oh no, it's a health concern, really. It's bad for health, and he's trying to you know."
Oh, on the contrary, a good wine after a fine meal truly gives a wondrous of health benefits. As long as it
Immediately
doesn't
caps in with an.
overdo it.
Anyways, so are we leaving tomorrow then, or today?
I guess. I would
Um,
rather leave in the
let's
morning
just go
anyway.
on.
Probably tomorrow.
Why
Because
won't we just go
traveling
now?
at
Because if
night-
we do not go now, we will not go ever.
and what
That's
is
not true.
what is Catherine doing over with the papu?
About halfway through that conversation, Catherine had an idea and walked over to the
The
like
mother.
one of the waiters and just goes, "Hey, do you guys sell bottles of wine by chance? Could I purchase a couple bottles off of you all?"
Yes, papu. We have many of the grape vineyards that come right around here. We have a great stock of various grapes and oranges and all the fermented juices you could want, papu.
Let's go, and this will be chef's choice: 3 red, 3 white, and 2 rosés.
Right away, papu. That'll be 52
deserve 'em.
clams, papu. 52 clam shells.
Sure, here you are. And she'll hand over the 52.
They take it and then they quickly package it up. It's like a you see they hand you what looks to be a singular sack, which you look inside and you can tell it's like a miniature, just a miniature sack of holding. It doesn't hold as much as what a other sack of holding would be, but it's just small enough to just essentially carry out. You are unsure of where these Demotos are getting magical treasures, but they seem just willing to part with them for shells.
Awesome. Also, thank the chef. I have more ideas if he needs them for what to do with some more clam meals. Just let me know. Name's Catherine. Have a good day. And then she'll make her way back, and she'll like look at the group and just go, all right. That will help us get through another one of those conversations again. She'll set the bag down.
Oh, delightful.
What did you get exactly?
I got 8 bottles of wine.
Ooh, what kind?
So
They have
that's
really
a
good
good
selections.
You see
Oh,
Clover
fine.
immediately freeze up and look panicked.
3 reds, 3 whites, and 2 rosés. Depending on meals, looks like it looks like Gaz, and kind of shuffles the bag to Gaz.
Mhm.
Pair them nicely. You know what to do.
Yes.
More
Yeah, don't put
cooking
them in his
oil.
bag of holding. More
Wait, it's a
cooking
bag of
oil.
holding. It's already a bag of
Yeah.
holding.
It's alright. You'll just.
You slipped the bag of holding in the bag of holding. Oh no.
Dude,
The second one. You would not again. You would be
Bag
able
holding.
to recognize that this is a it is a sack of holding. It is only holds like 2 like bulk of items.
So very nice.
The fucking JoJo theme starts playing in the background.
I mean,
It's
okay,
like,
so
wait.
if we do leave today, we really do have to set up for night.
It's a 3-day. It's a 3-day journey. You know, there's a lot of night setting. This is
I
not a
know,
1-day
but
journey.
this is the first one, and it's like half a day until. Like, if I went in the morning, it would be an entire day until. It's different.
Do you want to have a full day's worth of travel? Well, do we have a time limit on
Not really. I
I
don't
say we go as soon as
Getting the
possible.
diamond? Yeah. We can get
give
halfway
me-
there,
I mean-
and
How many of you can see in the dark? Raise your hands.
I can say
Nilo
spin off.
raises his hand.
Not
I'll
great
raise
in
can.
the dark, but I'm
I
very
can.
decent in the night. Give me a tad of moonlight, that's all I need.
The two humans, almost humans. No senses, literally zero senses.
I have low light
You guys
vision,
can't.
Whoa,
and I have
Mm.
glasses
I
that
can
give me
make a
dark
light,
vision.
so
I also have a glass.
Zerda, what type of a moon is out like tonight, and what is the weather
It
gonna be
is
like?
about 3 days from a full moon.
3 days from a full moon, so there should be moonlight. We are fine.
3 days from a full moon.
Also,
We should be fine.
yeah, and I can cover us at least cover wise for a bit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if y'all want, we can leave after this, unless there's other things that you need to take care of before we leave.
we'll be less
I'm-
rested. That's a concern.
Grab some.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What?
I was saying I didn't hear you.
He said that we'll be less rested.
Yeah.
Do you plan to sleep all day?
Me, no.
We should get going as soon as possible.
I mean, also, I mean, rest-wise, I mean, as long as at least... It's like, you can also take naps on the geese. The geese actually, like, as long as they're in a pack, they kind of just follow.
We could get a cart, or we could get other forms of locomotion.
Neil, you would know that the honkabos do not like being hooked up. They will saddle everything on them, but will hate to be saddled to anything else.
Yeah, that's not really an option.
Hogos don't like it.
But they'll stay in groups forever. They actually really like groups. They feel more protected.
How big is this diamond, by the way?
Huh?
It's got to be a good size.
You have no description of the actual diamond needed. You just know its gold value, and that's it.
I was gonna. Yeah.
So if
No
the
clue.
diamond is
Gold
of a
value.
certain size,
Specific, but logically, it's the only one that would be that price. Logically, if he gave me the exact amount.
Yeah, they have to be worth exactly 2,800.
He kind of was just like, you'll know it when you see it. So I mean, I'll know it when I see it. He legit he just shrugs as he says that. It's just like, so yeah, we'll be fine.
Tia, how much
Yeah.
do you think your family would actually know about? How much do you think you would know about the actual diamond trade of the dwarves? It would be like the diamonds are essentially sold almost exclusively to use for resurrection spells, not for almost anything else. Anything worth over 200 gold is going to be set aside for essentially resurrection spells.
Yeah, I'd say like a decent amount. Like Tier was sort of raised to be like to basically take over the like trade business. So he'd know a lot about it, and having like magicians on staff.
Give me a genealogy lore.
Genealogy. Hop, 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 hop. So. Just 24.
gonna do this for the first time today. I gotta go pee.
So with the genealogy lore, you would realize that you try to remember that the only diamonds that you would ever come across would usually be the lower values, or the essentially you'd know that there would be they always charge somewhat of a higher value than the actual item itself, because if it's worth that much money, then obviously they have to add in labor after it cost. So you're not entirely sure, but you're mostly used to dealing with smaller, like, diamonds. A diamond of this size is not something that you would just regularly see in trade. You would know that typically they charge a little bit more, about maybe up to 5 to 10% in labor itself from the value itself, but you're unsure of what a diamond of such higher value would be priced at.
Okay. Yeah, not sure. Did they give the exact cost of the diamond?
Nila was given 2,800 gold, but that is all they were given.
Okay. What was the value of the diamond we needed?
2,800.
That's, yeah, that's Tia talking to Nilo.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
I was about to say, it was like 2,800.
300. I suppose, yeah. Does that does it even include, like labor costs and all of that?
I would
of these,
assume so, because otherwise, I definitely wouldn't have enough. And he says the exact.
Well, yeah, if he says exact, I mean, if
Well,
he
yeah, but
complains
the
about
thing
it,
is that
that's his problem.
no, it's kind of our problem, but yeah.
He gave it. He gave them money. What are you getting in return for this chore? I'm curious.
You would be given the equivalent. Let me double check the chart real fast. Let's see here. You each would be given about 700 gold each.
800 gold each.
Nah.
I'll do that. That
I was
is,
thinking 6 yeah, that's 400 gold.
that is technically more. Yeah.
700 times
6.
6. Yeah, 4,200 gold,
Profit.
which,
Was that?
considering there is 6 of you, it would be 700 each.
It's about double the profits. I guess we're better, yes. Yeah, maybe get in touch and clarify what exactly how he priced that gemstone. Just to make sure everything goes smoothly. You don't have to make double trips. God, that'd be awful.
I mean, I would
Yeah.
assume, considering he's
He's the one
would
requesting it. He's giving us the right amount.
Requested.
then he also kept, anytime I ever asked anything, it was just like, it's the exact amount, so I would assume labor is included.
He would tell you that he needs a diamond worth 2,800 gold, and he gave
Labor's
you
not
2,800
included.
gold.
Labor's not included. It is for the amount of the diamond. The diamond by itself.
Itself.
Yep.
Then we may make money somehow if it's not.
We may need to also figure out how to make money.
That
Oh,
would be a
also,
pickle.
I don't need a chocobo. I have another means.
I mean,
I'll ride one for. I'll ride one for the start just in case.
are any of us good at any kind of trade?
Trade?
I technically
good.
am
Like,
a trader
Trading.
by trade.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I
Gold,
mean,
there's
I
zero
have,
gold.
I have,
I have.
I have information. That's my trade.
No, I haven't helped
mean,
running trade for your kingdom for the past month.
I mean, as in
Last month.
something you can sell. Yes, you can sell information, but at the same time, something more, I guess, tangible.
Do you know how much spell casting costs? People pay a fortune to get their hands on some high quality spells.
Also true.
Surely we can make a hefty chunk of change selling various potions, various scrolls and wands.
Gaz,
Even
just
then,
knowing they're about to sell all the scrolls that you were planning on forcing them to make you.
Yep.
And even then, house calls I'm sure would be appreciated. We don't want to put any upfront capital.
I mean, we could always just, like... Yeah. I mean, also,
What?
I mean, I'm sure we'll find something on the way. Hopefully not, because that means nothing good. But, like,
What do you mean by find something on the way?
we'll figure it out.
Listen,
Sorry, I
worst
haven't
comes
done
to
this in
worst.
10 years, okay?
Worst comes to worst. There's surely ways to find employment in town.
Yeah.
There's ways of making money.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Worst comes to
So,
worst, we can do odd jobs.
I would like a group vote. Are we going now, tonight, or in the morning?
Well, I would like to get started as soon as possible.
I also would like to get started as soon as possible as well.
Okay.
They want to get started.
So
So
it's like,
that's 3 people that want to get started as soon as possible.
I say we should get going now, not later.
4. Adam.
I mean, I'm outvoted, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. What is your opinion?
I
What-
think we
what-
should wait until morning, but whatever.
In all honesty, I agree.
You are
So,
the king, so you have 5 votes technically.
honestly, I do think we should wait till morning. We should have a full days of travel.
Then we wait till morning. End of
wait,
discussion.
no,
How many days of travel is there between
3.
here and there? 3.
3.
3 days.
It's not too long.
As I say, it doesn't take that long, and we should be fine. It's just I would like a full days of travel on each day. That way, it makes it to where it doesn't take longer.
Less
And
time
that's
on
also
the
Alright.
assuming that our travel is like smooth.
I can have y'all go out in the morning then. Unless you had any particularly roleplay heavy events, I can have y'all set out on the journey.
What's that?
About what?
I said, sorry, I can have y'all set out on the journey. Where I can say it's morning as well, unless you have any particularly roleplay ideas.
Not necessarily a roleplay idea, but Adam would like to stop by the actual library because he knows it's going to be a long trip and pick up some poetry books. So, if
I
possible.
allow it.
Okay, he's got some. He picks up like 3. I'd say 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything. Just chilling out, vibing, watching, waiting.
Watching.
So yeah. Yeah, we can just skip to morning then, yeah.
Okay.
Adam
Let's
stay in his
blow
room
it up.
tonight.
What?
Does Adam stay in the room tonight?
Gonna go 3 days.
Just tell someone, even if it's just Nalo, where you're going if you decide to leave. He will cry if you don't, please.
I just imagine Adam at the door and he looks behind and there's just like Nilo on the floor, just like looking over the saddest look.
There's that picture where they're like on the floor with the tray, looking up.
Okay, I do think, knowing that he's probably gonna go without some for a while, he would stop by the brothel again. But he's gonna tell Nilo, not Gaz, because Gaz still has the bigger stick
That's
up his
now
ass.
40 gold. It's a 20 gold and 20 gold. But you do retain your 10 HP.
Yay.
Yeah, Nilo just, like, understands and just goes back to sleep. On top of Gaz so he doesn't get up.
Struggling
Can't
to
get
breathe.
upset if you're if you are
If you can't breathe at all. Lima, please.
No.
No.
You, Nilo.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Just Nilo.
Mama,
just-
thank you.
That's Nilo right there.
Literally Nilo.
So you make your way on through town. It is, I want to get a gauge of how is everyone feeling at the moment. Because I could potentially have a combat, but I don't want to keep it too long in case it is.
Let me
It's
rip
been
it
going a
tear. Let me
while.
go.
Yeah.
You're in a combat. Okay.
Let me go. Release my chains, father.
Are you talking about like as we leave the city we're gonna have
No,
combat?
it would be over the course of your first day of travel.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should hold off until tomorrow for that then.
Next
Okay.
session.
Next session,
Next.
is what I mean.
Everyone's
I
ready
feel
for
like this
tomorrow's
is a
session.
This is a
Was
good-
I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow, so you know.
Yeah.
My day is
Yeah.
technically free.
The emergency session tomorrow night.
Emergency session.
Oh,
It's just combat.
Actually, if it's at night, then I would be back home.
It would be technically around this time tomorrow night if we had emergency session.
Emergency
I think we're
combat session.
Good.
I mean, I want to, but I know we shouldn't.
It's
I mean,
Thanksgiving
no
on
one-
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing on Wednesday night?
Drugs. Lots of drugs.
I thought
Getting
you
ready
were
for
tomorrow's
Thursday.
Wednesday
Of course.
night.
Actually, making a really crispy chicken sandwich is what I'm gonna do because I'm.
Like, do y'all
fucking
actually
ravenous.
have anything for when tomorrow night?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Like I said, I
Not
would
really.
love
mix
to.
it
I would
up, like,
genuinely
today
love
and
to.
tomorrow.
Like, I
But
would
is
genuinely love
I
to.
would,
Is there a butt to that, Ellie, or
No, but if everyone else wants to, I'm down.
I could do an actual session. I have everything ready for the first thing if everyone wants to
I'm
play.
ready.
tomorrow
Yeah.
I
night.
mean, the only
I'm
reason
totally
I would
down.
be against
Total's
it is
the
because
only
I
one
would
that
like to actually be able to sleep. Because actually, no, I
Can
wouldn't
you
be
just
able
sleep
to.
at regular
Because I actually
hours?
wait, no,
yes.
wait, no, listen. I actually have to sleep that night because the next day I will be in a car for like 4 to 5 hours.
You
You
can
can
sleep
sleep
in
in
the
the
car.
car.
No,
Fine.
it'll be weird.
Why
do you mean it'll be weird?
Oh, I need to cancel. Hold on. I
Because
need
it's
to
not
rate
too
out.
I
smart.
want to tell you
It'll be
this right
weird.
now. I sleep in the car. I'll tell you this. I talk in my damn sleep. So
I'll have to wait. Let me raid out before we get on to Saber for their inability to sleep in a car, despite being a cat. Let me
I-
raid out.
I
Literal cat.
I can sleep in a car, but I don't.